gotta do. Always moving forward, always on the go. I hope you take a moment to take it slow. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Baby, take a break. It'll be okay. Let me be the one to ease your pain. No, sometimes that it doesn't make sense. It's even harder to comprehend. It's so long I say goodbye and hell no. We came here from nowhere, going towards the unknown. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Baby, take a break. It'll be okay. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Baby, take a break. Hey, what's up? This is your girl Nicole Reloaded, and we're loaded up with another video because we loaded up and we loaded up. How is everyone doing? Welcome, welcome into this place. Let me just make this statement now first, okay? I don't have any ill will against anybody. You know, when people do you wrong, you're supposed to forgive them. Forgiveness is for self. It's been a long time coming. Shout out to my sister Mona Symone. Shout out to my moderator Kim in the building. What's up, Grace Jones? Welcome, welcome. Highly Favored Savage is in the building. I got the call-in line available if anybody would like to call in and share their thoughts. I did have someone that wanted to come on and speak, but there was unfortunately some technical difficulties, or maybe they just chose to step aside. I do have permission to speak, but I will not be disclosing who this individual is. The players to this, though, I'm sure they'll figure it out. So let me just gather myself. Y'all bear with me. And so I can, you know, get this little presentation. Y'all know I try to act like I'm a teacher and shit. And make sure you thumbs up this video. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so y'all bear with me. Please forgive me, y'all, because since the person decided not to, not to come on, it kind of threw me off. So I'm trying to rearrange in my mind. But good things come to those who wait. So anyway, the reason why we're brought here on this late Friday, early morning, evening looking ass, okay, is back when Mona attempted her suicide, I was contacted by Tried and Truth. Tried and Truth had, reached out to me. I was cool with Goddess. I would go on Goddess's channel, and Goddess would come on mine. We would have a really good time. We would really, really enjoy each other. And I don't know, you know how the devil is. The devil, he comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That is his objective. And no, I'm not calling anybody directly a devil, but I do believe that there was demonic forces that caused a lot of these things that took place. You know, I've known of Mona for, many years, and we are very dear friends. I really do love her. And I just want the people that follow me to be, have some knowledge. Shout out to my sis Outspoken. When I met Outspoken down in Las Vegas, one of the first things that that I'd shared with her in person about how much I loved Mona, as well as viewers the view. I know that people say that you cannot establish relationships online, that it's not possible, but I that's a bunch of malarkey. you know I met viewers the view. I adore Miss Mim Pam. I met Sean. I met these people, and I really, I got love for them, man. So I am just here to debunk that. Okay, friendships can be built online. Anyway, Tried and True, for whatever reason, I mean, I can't speak for the lady. For whatever reason, she decided to do the things that she did. 100%, that is up to Tried and True to actually, say whatever she feels. All I can is give you is my opinion on how things made me feel and what my experience was. So back when Mona was, in the, before she went to the hospital, you guys know that she was under attack, a very heavy cyberbullying attack. People didn't like her. She was, accused of being a scammer. Everything that she did, she was, trying to play people, whatever or whatnot. A lot of people probably didn't know that me and Mona was close, because I wasn't trying to be all up in the mix. When you care about somebody or whatever, especially during that situation, I chose to, just speak to her majority of the time privately, to try to reduce any stress. I felt like people were fighting over Mona and her attention, her affection, her knowledge, especially in regards to social media, the people that Mona knows, so on and so forth. So I was presented with an opportunity to out Mona. I was presented with a background check that has been proven you know, to be false. It was the wrong individual. Some things got all mixed up. Mona has told this story several times. And I was, you know, told to, I guess, to basically, you know, look over this and to believe these things, you know, about, you know, my friend that I, you know, love and care about. And, you know, in actuality, you know, I didn't really care. People make mistakes. We all fall short, to the glory of the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, ain't nobody perfect, you know. So who was I to say, okay, well, if she did this or she did that, who am I? You know, I wouldn't want a dear friend of mine to walk out on me on a mistake that I made 10, 15 years ago, you know, and especially on walking out on me on something that's false. So I was presented with basically, you know, you need to make a decision. Do you, if you gonna continue to mess with Mona Symone, then, you know, you can no longer, I can no longer be a part of this. You know, I can't, you know, no longer deal with you. I thought Tried and True at that time was cool. And, you know, I know that my mom had passed away, you know, recently. So I was really, really emotional. My mom wasn't in a really good place. So I was looking for, you know, friendships and, you know, stuff like that. So anyway, Tried and True, she had sent me an email and she said, "Good afternoon. All I can say, sis, that if you choose to finish up opening up a can of worms, you can do so. You have your health and your family to worry about. This person is wicked and has history of killing, battery, false identities, and etc. You have to pick your poison. To me, your children are more important than Mona or YouTube stuff. I will never associate knowingly with people with such backgrounds. This is such a valuable lesson to learn. Talk to you later." You know, and me as being, I don't like conflict. I don't like going up against people. I don't like arguing and fighting, you know, with people. You know, I've experienced domestic violence in my real life. So confrontation is a trigger for me. Now, you know, don't get it twisted. I know how to stand up for myself, but my tolerance of bull crap and fighting with people is very, you know, is very slim. I ain't trying to be no punk or nothing like that, but you know, I ain't gonna sit back and argue and dox people and all that other stuff. You break the law and harass and stalk me, I'm just gonna, you know, run down to the police station and take your ass to court. That's just me. That's just how I roll. Okay. So I emailed her and I said, please don't hate me. I called in on Mona Symone's live earlier this morning. When she was live, a dear friend reached out to me and said, please go on Mona Symone's live, see if you can assist. She said to me, you know, and I said to her, she said to me, well, you had a real mental breakdown. I was there for you. This is an opportunity to bring light on mental health awareness. Mental issues are bigger than this YouTube garbage. I hope you understand. I'm getting a lot of backlash for this. I'm sorry if I disappointed you. Love and hugs. I don't like to disappoint people. I try to do my best to bring joy into someone's life. So what was that? What was that? Oh. Oh, it's okay, viewers to view. You don't have to come on and speak about Mona. So anyway, the person that chose not to, you know, come on tonight, basically disclosed to me what their experience was with their experience personal experience was with tried and true. And please, no one that's listening to this, please don't go and attack any of the individuals that I'm talking about. Please don't do that. Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. I was reading something. Please forgive me. Okay. So, what the person, like I said, disclosed to me was, you know, their experience with tried and true. And like I said, y'all don't go harassing this woman, you know, or anything like that. You know, but this individual said that, you know, she would put negative energy upon me while they were dealing with the loss of a, you know, family member. They were told that they would that they wouldn't be loved and cared for, and this person really loved tried and true. This individual was actually on the phone with me the day that tried and true had, you know, basically had called me, and I had to make a so many words of decision. Love you too. And you know, about choosing, and I couldn't out Mona. I mean, I couldn't do that to anybody. I'm not that type of individual. That ain't the kind of bread or butter I want in my life, okay? And this individual said they were on the phone. So they're, you know, my proof that this actually did happen. I don't see why, you know, tried and true would actually, you know, deny it. She's come out and said the things that she did, and the reason why she did the things that she did. I believe you can check her interview out on Trisha's channel. Okay. So, I mean, I believe that her whole objective was to, you know, whoever Goddess's haters were, the background checks were pulled to, I guess, give power to Goddess against her enemies. You know, this is the way to run the YouTube streets without anyone knowing. You know, allegedly, this person states that tried and true came, so it appeared that she became paranoid in regards to Mona, very concerned about what Mona's background or who she was as a person. You know, a lot of this ended up causing, you know, Mona to be really severely harassed, you know, on YouTube. And Mona wasn't the only one affected. Sean Bradley was, you know, being accused of being cutie pie. This said so individual that doesn't want to be mentioned was told to create fake to Instagram pages and gather emails and take these emails back to tried and true. I'm still mind boggled though. Why? What was really the purpose of this? What was the end game? I guess maybe to take control of this sector. Had these bitches on their knees. I mean, I don't know. I don't see what positivity or power, what type of power it would. My enemy of my enemy is not my friend. What benefit? Cash apps with blood money. You're receiving cash apps and clicks and views with blood money. You know, there was
I was told that there was emails sent out to Billie Jean, Mimi, VS, Lovely Love, Tracy, Heidi, Shush Trish. I believe those were the emails that were sent out about Rita. Rita had CPS called on her. You know, 7 stars, MySpace, Tried and True went to, my God, 7 stars MySpace. They gathered those pictures to be able to be posted online. And now, with all of the doxing and stuff going on now, Goddess has been doxxed. Honest T has been doxxed. Mona was blamed for buying 1,000 dislikes against the TKO video for Sweet Ma. I mean, this stuff then got, it got really nasty. So now a lot of this stuff is playing out. And I just wanted to release, you know what I'm saying, anything that's off my chest and present and come to y'all. If y'all wanted to come on or have any questions for me so I can, you know, move past this and move on with my life. I feel like definitely that my sister has been vindicated in this situation. And as well as Sean Bradley. You know, to be accused of being the doxer of this beef sector to cause all the contention and strife that now that we see as the demonic ass beef sector. Oh, y'all hear my dog? Girl, they probably trying to put some witchery on Sandy. She over here choking y'all. Okay, there was all kinds of black magic. Okay, people putting spells and shit on people. Thank God I'm covered in the blood of Jesus, okay, girl, because my hair probably would have fell out. And my coochie probably would have fell off. I don't know what the hell they was doing. I don't have them in any specific order, but how many people were doxxed? Ryan is T, Rita the baddest roaster, Goddess, Mona Symone, the consideration of Sean Bradley being doxxed, and 7 stars. The email cutie pie that was sent out in regards to Rita was allegedly Billie Jean, Mimi, VS, Lovely Love, Tracy, Heidi, and Shush Trish. You know, this person was told to make a fake Instagram page on Goddess on Instagram and YouTube. Those pages are no longer there. After Tried and True and Goddess fell out, allegedly she wanted to destroy every friendship, I guess, that Goddess had. Things became very, very dark and ugly from what I was told. I mean, she thought Mona was a murderer. That's deep. I mean, to even be looking up Mona's business even when she was supporting her. You know, sometimes we can get things in our head and take things way too motherfucking far, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, become obsessed with something because you think something is what is not. You know, it could be a trigger unconsciously. Maybe Mona coming on these YouTube streets, a lot of people looked at her like she was if in my opinion is if Mona was godlike. That's how I looked at it. They looked at Mona like she was godlike, like she could come in and save people. No, Mona ain't never killed no one. No, Mona is not a murderer. I hope that enough people will have enough common sense and use critical thinking to know that she didn't do anything like that. You know, and at that time too, I was really upset at Sweet Ma, you know, it came to me and said that I had bought I mean, not bought, but that I was working for Tasha K under the private, the private caller situation, and called into Armand's show. So I was pissed at her. So I wanted to see if the smoke was real. And I was like, well, shit, give me some knowledge on, on Sweet Ma. Because, I heard that she wanted to come for my head, and it was black magic and all this other stuff involved. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, the rabbit hole goes deep. Can you imagine somebody coming to you about your friend and having a whole alleged background check on them and telling you stuff, and you like, but that ain't them, but the other person is convinced, and you don't want to lose their friendship because it don't seem like they trying to do anything wrong. They trying to save you. But I don't seem to understand why people think that I need to be saved from Mona Symone. Can anybody out there answer that question for me? Why do I need to be saved from Mona Symone? I am damn near 40. I'm only 3 years younger than Mona. What the fuck do I need to be saved from her for? If you really cared about me, you would share my shit out. You wouldn't flag my channel. You wouldn't tell people to stop being affiliated with me. I'm an individual. I'm not stuck to Mona at the hip. I'm a grown-ass woman. I got own kids that came out my own vagina. Is this how we think? We thinking as not as individuals? I declare. Bear with me real quick. I got an email that I need to pull up for y'all. What's up, Miss Motown? Shout out to Miss Motown in the building. That's one of my mod sisters right there. What's cracking, baby? Thank you, Tara. I was blowing Tara up. Now, Tara can contest. That girl, Tara, you see right there, Tara info for you? That's my sister right there, man. That's my heart. Tara can contest to everything that I'm telling y'all is facts and it's the truth. Because I call her about that crying and snotting at the nose. Can you believe they're not gonna be my friends. They gonna out me. What if they dox me, Tara? What if I don't do what she asked me to do? She was like, girl, if you don't shut the fuck up, ain't nobody gonna dox your ass, and if they do, you're gonna handle it accordingly. Now stop sniffling and crying. Pull that shit together. You don't roll like that. The fuck wrong with you? You ain't even think about doing it, right? No, I ain't think about doing no shit like that. Then sit your ass down. Mona, your friend, you love on her, and you pray for her, and we move forward. I was shaking and shit behind that shit. That was a lot. I ain't tell my other sister about it down in Vegas. I'm sorry about that, but that was embarrassing. That wasn't something I wanted to go around and say, yeah, I kind of feel punked by Tried and True because she want me to expose Mona. That was a real uncomfortable situation. It was like I walked in on two men fucking. I don't know why I use that as an analogy. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't deal with, I don't deal with people that do stuff like that to people. I've never been on here. I've been more of a YouTuber that has the style of more of advocacy, to advocate against domestic violence, violence against women and children. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way I can stand for anybody being doxxed, not even the enemy. So the email that I got, it said, forgive me, I'm just going to read it how it said. It said, baby, adorable images. It wasn't mature enough for society or say business. They wanted me to do YouTube, and I didn't want to do a channel, as if we were in competition with Spiral Person and their friends who they hated. This all started before and after the Brain Nation person situation. It was a makeup challenge and some argument that I was a part of with a third individual who is irrelevant in my book, and as well because, like, cry all the time. The person cried all the time. Now, with that being said, after Spiral and Cigar was no longer talking to each other, that private Google Hangout thing, they told me that Spiral was jealous of me and laughed about it and said that they're sending fake receipts in Spiral's friend's channel, who I'm not going to name. The whole with Chicken not liking Spiral and with the whole chaos that started last summer was already talked about, and I'm not repeating it again. They also talked me into making an IG fake page, a Spiral person, just to tick them off. But why are they so afraid for anyone if Spiral found it out was either them or Butterfly? I just found out that they really strange if they were really hiding something from me or something. I still figured out they want to use me for dirty work of revenge on Spiral Person. They want them to fall out, and they want everything to fall out on the table. Saying terms, wishing of death on someone. Then right on the phone, they can think that they can say what they want to said so individual. I tried to ignore them, by the way, because I wasn't worried until everything else brought up. They hate being criticized by their intelligence, but they want to do that to everyone else. They said my second username sounds like a porno star. I like it better when someone says my name. That is more childlike. I take that haters are going to hate anyways. They also are not really nice when it comes to losing a loved one, and they tell you to grow up and not to cry over it. But this is family, though. They're also not really nice when it comes to losing a loved one. They tell you grow up, not to cry over it. But this is reality, though. I have always told them not everybody going to be or think like them all the time, because I would be giving them compliments on their looks and everything. Even when they were a thick person, I really thought they cared about me. And now I'm hearing that they played me or wanted to turn against me, their enemy, to become their enemy. This is too much. They do not know how to talk to people when it comes to emotions or when it comes to arguments or what they did at work, or which is not really my business, but I ask about their family just like they ask about mine. It's like playing a different rhyme, because I felt really bad for them and I cared about them at first, or always wonder when they would tell me certain things about themselves or family members is the opposite. I only can give respect to their relatives and grandparents and raise them and felt about them. They lost a parent, and when they tell me about what happened to them in their childhood, it was sad. I got in my feelings about that, but don't have to take the energy out on me or anyone else like that. We had an argument over age, generation, and the butterfly individual, or why I couldn't talk to them on the phone or send them a certain thing in a message. They kept telling me to stop sending them stuff through message, through their business number or business purposes only, for example. I was tired of talking to one person, because at the time we were talking a few people on Google Hangout. Well, one of them passed on. In another one, they send them money for weed or something. I would have used to ask them, because they thought these were friendly and cool people I ever met. And at the end of the day, they were cool, including one sales, Mary Kay, one who kept comparing to the spiral person. And I was sick of them comparing me to them, like going on fat, like such and such, and saying my parents, etc. I was just annoyed and hurt that they didn't care how I felt or never apologized for it. They don't think before they speak. They speak their negative words into existence as well on the phone. They have told me things like they would kill one of their relatives if they were gay, or tell them not to say things about or nothing has to do with the real life stuff, like actions, movies, or cartoons, or certain weapons or objections got to do with terrorism or something. I also remember when they called me after our last argument, when I said I was staying with two family members or something while my parents was away, that I should get my own place, and if I thought I was complaining about it, but I wasn't. They're type they're not the type to have a regular conversation. And they're misunderstood what I was trying to say or talk about, and how one went from business again and I didn't do business with them, and they called all types of mother effers as if I was wasting their time, and when it was the other way around, and really caught me in my feelings and didn't give a damn whatsoever, and told on one message and goes around and around and around. And once again, before I even met them, I was like, what in the hell? I couldn't sleep. I was just so freaking done with them. And they said to me in a message they were concerned about me, and I didn't reply anymore. So I took a break for 2 months, and slick shaded me on Labor Day the last time, and I blocked them. The block button should, wait. Okay, the person has been talking mess since 2019. And they're saying, I thought you said that you was over it. I guess that this was a lie too. Hashtag why they so bothered. I have shut my mouth for the longest, and I tried. Why in the hell would I do business with somebody talking down to me and saying crap about me? Nobody's going to hold your hand at this age, or stop making your age as an excuse. Or nobody's going to help you at 30 or 40. Something while all of your family is gone. I just lost a loved one last year, and say this type of evil ass mess. They're disgusting. How do they sleep at night? Why can't they just move on? How could they be building a house on their own? How could they be a CEO? They stated, leave me the F alone. I tried to move on, but they got pressed, and didn't they? I'm not worried about it whatsoever anymore. This person wants peace. This person was referring to tried and true. So I hope that there can be a healing that can begin. Please don't anybody, once you figure out who we talking about, because it's kind of like a mystery rhyme. But if you put the pieces together and you use your critical thinking, you'll figure out who we talking about here. Y'all just want the mess. Hey, what did VS used to do? What VS charge or something? You got to send me $5 and I'll give you the beginning letter of the name. That girl knew how to hustle a motherfucker. I tell you that. Like her lover, she knew how to hustle a motherfucker. God damn. Don't mess with no Scorpio. All right, now that was a lot to read. Let me go over these comments. I'm gonna play a little music. If anybody want to come on or call in, if not, I can continue moving forward because I got a little treat for y'all. Do y'all really want this treat? Thumbs up this video. All right, y'all, I had to let me clear my throat. So let me see. All right, Tar says, a way to avoid being doxxed, use a VPN connection. It will enable you to hide your IP address on the public networks, giving you complete freedom while surfing on the internet. Thank you, Tara Info, for you. Please hit that like button. Now, if anybody would like to call in or come on, you have any questions for me, you know what I'm saying? So we can, kind of let's put an end to this. My sister Symone has been vindicated. I would like to know how some of y'all feel. How do you feel that you were disliking someone that you had never met based on a whole false narrative? I believe that the devil was involved in this. I believe that Satan, seeing that people were going through emotional times, financially, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, they got on YouTube. YouTube triggered something in them. They felt that they can obtain some form of power and control and popularity, because I was told that this was a popularity game. I was popular in high school, so I mean, I don't know. I got to find niggas and, you know, had to find rode in nice cars and, you know what I'm saying, had all the fresh Jordans and, you know, I wasn't flat chested. I had titties and ass. So be jealous of what? I was the only child. I wasn't jealous of nobody. Well, I was jealous of this one girl, honey. She took my man, girl. I was so mad, girl. I was jealous then. Let me stop lying, girl. Okay. But a lot of this, I don't think, like I said before, that people realize the stuff that this caused. I believe that it really um created a domino effect. I mean, look what Sean Bradley went through. I believe Mona being, this is just my opinion, by Mona being doxxed to the severity that she was doxxed and the doxxed information was false, that it created an environment that it was okay to dox people and to use people's backgrounds as a AK-47. Now, you don't gotta be scared now. You can bring your ass up on here. We can chop it up. Like I said, I don't got no ill will or no harm or no danger for nobody. And we could all really like unify, even if we don't like each other. Do you know that we could take YouTube by the mother freaking storm and make some serious cash on here? But no, people want to use their gifts for evil. And darkness and light cannot. Help me out now. Darkness and light cannot what? It cannot sustain the same in the same place. It can't. But you know, my words are too boring. I only have 2 people in my chat. What the fuck do I know? Anyway. So ain't nobody gonna click that link. Oh, you girl. Okay. Let me go ahead and give y'all a little tasty taste. All right. Give me a second. Bear with me, y'all. Because I know Layla Lynn, she... Oh, you kicked out? Oh, you got kicked out? How you still on the screen? Oh. There go Robbie, boo. Oh shit, I'm impressed. I'm about to kick myself out. Hold on. So, how you been, Robbie? Good morning. It's so good to see you, Rob. Okay, there she go. Okay, I was thinking about... Go ahead, babe.
I kicked myself out by accident. Sorry about that.
Did your big old booty knock the cord out?
Girl,
I went to get
When you're on StreamYard on the browser, you can't. Well, on my phone, when I'm on StreamYard on the browser, if I go back to YouTube, then it'll cut out the sound for some reason, and you won't be able to hear me. Like I was still there, you just couldn't hear me, so I had to kick myself out the chat.
Oh, okay.
And come back in to redo the sound. That's the only way I know how to do it. I don't know how to, bring the sound back once it mess up. All right,
oh,
let's see
I don't
what
know.
we got.
My
Let's get into it.
All this stuff. Oh my gosh, Charlie is just dying to have a argument, and I've been trying to avoid this stuff for months. Now she's still baby on camera, fixing a story.
Can you guys hear it?
I reached out to April, and she came to me, and I sent her the video.
Hold on, Tara.
So I was going through calls, because people like to act like I ain't the truth and like I don't speak nothing but the truth. So I've been going through some calls because I'm gonna put together a little something without being overly messy. But I'm gonna have a little special treat that's gonna come out.
Hey, it's just me and Baker. I got you on speakerphone. Did I call the right number? Yeah. Hey, Niece. I mean, both of the numbers are my number. It's just one of the Google numbers so that people don't have my real number. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. So talk to me. What's going on? Because I feel the energy, and it's more than just that.
I can't let them play too long because people start tripping.
Yeah. Girl, you gotta have hours of.
Man, hours ain't even a word. Try thousands. Of,
something like that.
I got years of calls saved. Years, literally.
Wow.
Hey, love. I've been trying to be a miracle worker. And what happened? Well, I spoke with my God is going on. Sorry about this. Just gonna text you right back because he finally texted me back. He's not feeling well. So please stand on myself, girl. I love you so much.
Is that really Robbie?
No, that wasn't Robbie. Oh, you mean in your chat or something?
Yeah, because
Robbie, this ain't late. This early technically.
Oh yes, it is Robbie. Okay.
Hey, Robbie, and then Robbie said, "Hey, the Munch Bar." Oh, Munch Bar is here.
All right, y'all can't the volume on here. Hold on. Okay, the volume on that recording is really, really low. So let me turn it up. Tara, you're more than welcome to come back on, sweetie. I had to mute it because if multiple people mics are, then you won't be able to hear. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Oh shit, what is this? Hold on, y'all. My computer is tripping. I don't know what the hell this is. Get off my screen. Oh, Jesus. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there it's gone. Okay.
Hey, love. I've been trying to be a miracle worker. And what happened? Well, I spoke with my God is going on. Sorry about this. Just gonna text you right back because he finally texted me back. He's not feeling well. So please stand on myself, girl. I love you so much.
Is that really Robbie?
No, that wasn't Robbie. Oh, you mean in your chat or something?
Yeah, because
Robbie, this ain't late. This early technically.
Oh yes, it is Robbie.
Okay. Robbie, and then Robbie said, "Hey, the Munch Bar." Oh, Munch Bar is here.
His arm with my back with all this nonsense.
So we're listening to a call. I ain't gonna say no name of who it is.
Imagine me.
But you probably catch on to the voices.
Okay, so what happened? I haven't talked to Oh, you said hold on. Oh. How big? What did you say? Did you say hold on? No. I'm listening. Okay. So
Ask Robbie Robbie, how long have you been in the chat?
I talked to Scottish again. I didn't talk to Mommy again because I told you how our conversation ended, right?
So this is let me tell you what this is. This is remember when my first group switched out on me? Yeah. These are the phone calls relating to why they actually switched out. See, they came on and they lied to everybody else and they tried to make it seem like I was the bad guy. Well, I actually have proof that would exonerate me and show how much I was trying to work with these people and what I was trying to do with these people and how much I was pulled in between. Oh, I got proof of all that. And I never really put it out because I felt like I ain't got to. Like, if you don't know how real I am and how sincere I am, then maybe you don't need to know. And I don't, even though I do prove a lot of stuff, sometimes I be feeling like I ain't got to prove my character to people. I know I'm real. So this is actually one of those phone calls during that time, because I have like maybe 20, 30 calls around that time of what was going on with that first group that switched out on me. So let's listen to a little bit of this. If you don't mind, it's okay.
Well, I feel like it would probably be good to call her back tonight. I felt like it would probably be best to sleep on it. But
you know what? I want another one I want you to listen to for that one. Wait, let me go to this other one.
Girl, I bet you if I go in here and flip with hope, let me shut up.
What you gonna do, sis?
No, I was laughing at 5A, right? When 5A was like, Mona, and the people in the chat was like, I got 5, they got 5 on it.
Oh,
and they got 5 for the recording. I'm like, ain't no way, ain't no amount of money go get Sister Sell none of that. And if she plays something, she gonna play it on her channel and she gonna come over here and give me a bit of that. Okay?
Exactly.
This process, okay? We not fake fans, okay? She got her Tracy, I got my Mona Symone, okay? That's just how it is.
Exactly. And I'm over here playing them for free.
Girl, and then
but that's
Oh. Hey, yeah, we in there laughing and joking about Martin and it's fine. It wasn't me. What's going on? I had a conversation with Goddess. We had a good sisterhood moment conversation about so many things. She was in a good spirit. She reached out to Nami, granted in the middle of Mean's live, reached out to her to simply apologize. Apparently, because she had caught an attitude the night before about something. I told you, even though I understand. What? Poor Tommy. What the fuck is Tommy? She reached out.
You can hear, sis?
I'm to apologize. You're the oldest one. You're supposed to be the first in command. You're supposed to be fucking mature enough.
Oh, now let me give you a little backstory. Right
what
now,
is that?
I'm very upset. That's me speaking. I am very upset because Eyebrows, I'm gonna come up with some nicknames. Eyebrows reached out and I was very much, friendly with them at the time. I adored Eyebrows. Eyebrows reached out to Nami, remember Tsunami, my old moderator, to apologize because they had got into a little tiff the night before. They was having some issues. I was trying to get them to make up. I was being the mediator. But Nami pretty much gave Eyebrows her ass to kiss. So Eyebrows was like, I'm gonna take the higher road and I'm gonna just apologize to kind of clear the air. And I was telling her, well, you really ain't gotta apologize because you ain't did nothing wrong. And then Tsunami, which was the moderator, totally, and older than me and Eyebrows, totally gave Eyebrows her butt to kiss, treated her disrespectfully. So right now I am upset with Tsunami, and this is what I'm discussing, the friction that she's causing within the group. But they tried to tell y'all it was me, right? It was my fault. The reason why they all fell out. This is what led up to it. So here we go.
When the fuck is that? I never made that a hang on a second, Leah. You don't destroy my fucking movement because you ain't your fucking feelings. Cause the fucking text message during the live. See, babe, I'm not yelling at you, but she was dead ass wrong for that. She was dead. That girl was apologizing to her. What happened? What happened? So from what I take it, not after our conversation, I can't even say. Goddess reached out to Nami during meetings live, which is some rule that Nami got written in the rules that during live, whatever, keep it a minimum business, whatever. So, but I'm sure Goddess probably didn't even know, probably didn't even read that rule or whatever. I don't know. And so then I don't up. Nami was dead ass fucking wrong, and you don't risk my fucking brand because you're fucking feelings. You're supposed to be my friend. This is about crystal. This is about love. And you're in your fucking feelings because a woman is trying to apologize to you. People real. Make that shit make sense. That shit don't make sense.
Now, do you hear my sister Mona Symone? Does that sound like someone that is trying to rip friendships apart, hurt people? Does it sound like this evil scammer, murderer? It don't sound like that now, do it? All she was trying to do was unify. She wanted to bring people together and help them build their own brands while even building hers and making it better. Unification versus separation. What y'all think? Y'all want some more? Thought Mona didn't have any recordings. Thought the recordings weren't true. This was played on my channel almost a month ago. But because y'all such haters and don't want to participate and share a Black sister out, y'all act like this live never took place. Just like the 8-hour live that I did, that I proved to everyone that Mona was in the hospital. But I guess if people could believe that I was Tasha K, hey, well, why would they believe anything else?
I know you. I remember this. You make me want to cry. I remember this.
When do we stop giving a fuck about the movement and give more about our fucking feelings? You know how much shit I eat? You know how much shit I eat and shit I take for my fucking people? Now, what happened, Mona?
See, this is a side people don't get to see about me. They swear I'm arrogant. They swear I'm stuck up. I'm just let it speak for itself. Let's play a few minutes, sis.
Go ahead. It'll be all right, because this is just misunderstanding. This is just misunderstanding. This is not supposed to be about, this is supposed to be about love and growth and movement and motherfuckers and their egos. I cannot movement and give more about our fucking feelings. You know how much shit I eat? You know how much shit I eat and shit I take for my fucking people? Now, what happened, Mona? So, let me catch myself, It'll be all right, because this is just misunderstanding.
Can you hear it,
This is just
sis?
misunderstanding. This is not what happens. Be about this.
Just bring it back bad memories.
Love and growth and movement and motherfuckers and their egos. I cannot. And then she had the nerve to say, I'm not apologizing to her. I will leave before you do it. And that's why I hung before she do it. And that's why I hung up on her. Because bitch, you ain't got to say it twice. Yes. She said that to you, Nami? Yes. So with me, and I don't want to interrupt, 2 Cokes, baby, and some I got 20 on that card. 2 Cokes and some popcorn. So yeah. How savvy are you, like, with moderating? Like, if I needed you to be my lead moderator, I don't really know what moderating is, but I can follow instructions.
Oh, hell, go after that.
I can't do. I can't believe she did this. I can't believe. It makes me feel like she's trying to sabotage my brand. Like, do you understand? Like, why would you go off on God? It's clearly this girl was apologizing to you. Like, what did she do? Like, I don't understand what happened now. She contacted her in the middle of.
I'll be honest, I used to love me some
I
know you did.
Set of rules for chat and live and moderation.
I mean, for all of y'all out there that probably don't know or in disbelief, maybe now, but Mona really did love Goddess. She really did. She loved the shit out of that girl. I don't care what anybody say. She really did. Honest to God.
And whatnot.
God
So he reached out to her in the middle of live, so I guess Nami was a bit annoyed, like, because she told me in the middle of live, this is what she wants to talk about. It's a fucking apology. This is fucking YouTube. You can't take an apology from another human being. And whether it's in the middle of a live or not, we all in there laughing and joking. And that's your family. That's not no stranger, no troll trying to reach out to you and talk about some bullshit. She had to be feeling a kind of way, and she felt like right now I need to put this out. I need to say this to her because I feel like I did something wrong. That's the thing. My heart broke by all these bitches, and they now want on my fucking wife. But you know what, though? Don't let that break your heart. That's a misunderstanding. Before you go live, you probably need to get them all together. Because I know Nami just probably caught her attitude. She ain't going nowhere. All the time, you gonna sit literally mess up stuff when it's about to hit, it's about to go off, it's about to get popping right now. And if you're gonna do that, you done got through all of this with you. I know she's not ready to just turn around and walk the fuck away over some dumb shit. She's in her bag, like you said right now. And shit passed. Tomorrow she might not even feel like that. So she shouldn't have said that. She probably caught an attitude because she felt like you should defend her because she was following the rules that was created and whatever. And she's like that. She seems like one of those people. Very rule oriented, don't want to deviate from none of that and stuff. And she probably didn't even realize, because a lot of times people react before they realize. Maybe she didn't realize God was really trying to come at her with an apology, before she blew up and before she started acting like that. Yeah. Like, maybe you just need to get all three of y'all on the phone, not with everybody, because maybe they don't want everybody to be, to be up in that, and get all three of y'all on the phone, and then mediate that and talk to them. Like, because I can't believe Mama's gonna leave over something like that. If she's gonna leave, it ain't over that. It's just not over that. It can't be that that's the only thing. Why would somebody try to give you an apology for being upset mistakenly or maybe overreacting, send you into such a rage that you won't really give up something you've been doing for years? That doesn't make any sense to me. It has to be something else, and maybe she's feeling a kind of way, and maybe that's something about something else that doesn't really have to do with that. And that's what you might have to dig into and find out what's going on, because that's not logical. Why are you so upset behind that you can put this on? Why I'm not apologizing for how I'm gonna leave? You overreacted. Like, why would you? If somebody was trying to give you an apology.
Mommy had disrespected Goddess, and she stepped at her wrong. She stepped at her like everything you do on your platform affects the Brain Nation. And I'm not like that. I'm like, your platform comes first. You focus on your platform. And she totally disrespected Goddess. And I told Tsunami to apologize. She said, I'm not apologizing. I'll leave the Brain Nation before I apologize.
To her. Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, so let me finish.
Overreacted. And pride will fuck everything up. Because you want to have so much pride and feel like you should take her side, but she was wrong. If I'm going to be your friend, I'm going to be able to tell you that she's wrong. And if I can't tell you that she's wrong, get accepted. Because I'm going to tell you that that's not right. And that wasn't right what she did. The girl was trying to apologize because the girl was trying to make amends for her because we are supposed to be family. We are a group. We are a growing group. And it can't be dissension between us. If we're going to succeed, it can't be. We can't be like that. So find out what's going on with Nami, because it just doesn't sound normal. That doesn't, from what you described to her, what we talked about today, that's not her pattern of behavior. It sounds like something else is going on with her.
Why do you think she got so upset?
I'm gonna say it in a second. Why Nami got so upset? I'm gonna say it on this call in a second. But I think Nami was feeling insecure because I had brought Goddess and Leah on. And so Leah's a strong person, a strong personality. And I think that Tsunami thought that Leah was trying to take over. But I'm not shady like that. If you're my personal assistant, you're my lead moderator, I'm not going to rip that title from you if you ain't did nothing wrong. I'm not just going to bring somebody in under your feet. And I think that Tsunami started to feel insecure and thinking that what was happening. So Tsunami started getting attitudes with everybody. And this is what was going on behind the scenes. She was getting attitude with me. She was getting attitude with Goddess, Leah, like basically. And then the rest of them, all my other moderators, me, Shelly, what's her face, Skits, all them, she was riling them up for a coup against me. Remember, they all left me. They was planning this at this time. Tsunami was planning this behind my back. She staged a coup and got everybody to leave me because she was catching the attitude and she wouldn't let her ego set that ego and that pride aside to work together. You know how I operate. This is a family. This is a sisterhood. This isn't about egos. This isn't about I'm better than you, my platform versus your platform. Like I said, you can't take an apology from a human being. So hold on, I'm gonna say it all in a second. Sister, if you want me to stop playing it whenever you.
No, I'm listening. You know how my brain is. I'm imaging.
Yeah, you gotta have it broken down.
I'm really. I remember this shit. I remember this. I was like, that's around when my vision. We'll get into that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we should talk about that too. All right, let me play it.
The whole medication thing, and there's been some struggles, like we all have right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna run it back.
If I can't tell you it's wrong, get the second. Because I'm going to tell you that that's not right. And that wasn't right what she did. The girl was trying to apologize to her. The girl was trying to make amends to her because we are supposed to be family. We're a group. We are a growing group. And it can't be
just
dissension between us.
What I always say,
we're going to succeed, it can't be. We can't be like that. So find out what's going on with Nami, because it just doesn't sound normal. That doesn't, from what you described to her, what we talked about today, that's not her normal pattern of behavior. So it sounds like something else is going on.
Yeah,
and maybe she got some other things.
She's probably stressed out in her life with the whole medication thing, and there's been some struggles, like we all have right now. I get that, but nonetheless, babe, I am in pain 24 hours a day. How many times do I take my pain out on others?
Well, you're a different person. Like, there are people that know that.
You know
my
feedback.
That get mean and want to
I'm saying it for the chat because I know
you right. The stress of it and all of that stuff. I had grandpa.
I'm like, that was my. Why you on the phone arguing?
And he lost his mobility.
Right.
He was so bitter and angry about that. He took it out on everybody around him. So that does happen to people, but that's still no excuse. You don't get a pass to just recklessly hurt other people because you're hurting. That's not fair, and that's not something that we should tolerate in that childlike behavior. So, don't get your heart broke because Mona, this is just a situation, and that should have probably passed by tomorrow.
You see how Leah's talking to me, Mona? Don't get your heart broke. See, these people knew in real life. They knew I was genuine. They knew I was sincere. They saw that as a weakness and they turned against me. They knew I wouldn't play these calls when I could have exonerated myself a long time ago. They knew I tried to respect people's privacy and they took advantage of that. You could tell the way she speaks to me that I'm not an evil person. But what do they run around now and say, oh, she's evil, she's mean, she's this and that? I was never that. These calls, and since you know me, but for anybody listening, these calls speak for themselves. You can't fake this. You can run whatever narrative you want to, but this is real in the moment. This is real life right here.
And I agree with that. You was like, well, since you know you can be a mod. I was like, I'm not getting involved in that shit. I don't feel comfortable.
Yes.
I was like, but I didn't know where I just said it's some bad energy, sis. It's something bad. You know, but it's not like we knew like God showed me each individual. It just showed me that it was gonna be a war. And a big fallout.
Yeah. All right, let me play a little bit more.
Why would you say, I'm not apologizing, I'll leave before I do? Like, why would you pull my hand like that? Because she got pride issues going on about me. My number one rule is I don't do ultimatums. That's why I hung up on her, and I'm going to act like I ain't hear that. And you know that calm down. But that shit right there is grounds for dismissal. You tell her that alone, though. Right, well, tell her that alone. Because you don't want her to do that in front of her. You don't say no shit like that. Not yet.
So what Nami told me, remember I told you Nami had confronted Sierra in front of everybody and put this girl on blast and basically attacked her for how she was running her platform. Because remember,
I remember that. I didn't think
Sierra used to be clapping back.
Right.
Yeah, and she called her out. Me and Nami had not discussed that or nothing, just out the blue. Nami attacked Sierra in front of everybody. Remember, I had like 8 moderators at the time. Yeah. And that was embarrassing. And Sierra was trying to apologize to Nami for that.
I remember
what she was doing on her platform.
Yeah.
And so I told Nami, I was like, no, you should be the one apologizing. And Nami's like, I'll leave before I do. And I don't do ultimatums. I don't negotiate with terrorists. That if you're saying you're going to leave, then you just go ahead and leave because that shows dissension already. You're not here. Excuse my hiccups. You're not here with me. You already pulling away. All right, let me play a little bit so I kind of get my hiccups together.
All right. You holler not. You would just leave because you fucked up over an apology. So you telling me that you want my shit to be fucked up or you would just leave? Like, where's the loyalty in that? Yeah, you can't. But this is what I will do. I will start trying to learn everything that you pass me along just in case she really have that
this
kind
is
of.
Like the day before they left me.
Yeah, I'll start learning.
I knew I needed a
everything
backup
that you
plan.
need for me to know. And I'll learn everything that you need for me to know just in case you need a backup.
Everything that Mona taught was used against her as a weapon for destruction. I just don't seem, like I said, y'all, it was a evil entity. People was playing with magic, with darkness, and they weren't ready for it. The stuff spiraled so far out of control. It's ridiculous. Let me read some of these comments. Highly favored said, mine too. You have always been faithful and loyal. I love you. Sorry I asked you to break this down, but the people needed to know. You know, I sent this out to people. Don't forget it's 3 a.m. on the East Coast. I know me being on the West Coast affects because majority of my people that watch me on the East Coast. But it's all good. I ain't tripping. This is about vindicating my sister and me getting this off my chest. If anybody, like I said, want to come on the StreamYard, you got any questions for me, you know what I'm saying? You know I'm here. I'm not trying to create no division, no drama. Please, anyone that's listening to this, don't go back harassing nobody. I don't have no ill will for anyone. I just want my sister to be healed so she can move on, man. There's people that I can't even mention that this was what Mona experienced were triggers for them to where they had to get counseling and therapy, man. This affected people psychologically. Like, this just wasn't like, I'm going to bring this bitch down. Now look at the B sector now. It wasn't even called that then. It's sick. You telling me the only content that we can provide in this sector is ripping each other apart, talking about people's kids, putting people's dead family members on their community walls, calling each other, you know, monkeys and all this other stuff? Can it be another way? You know, the Bible says, you know, you hold life and death in your tongue. When you speak death, you're going to get death. That don't mean it has to be an actual physical death where you die. And what if this karma is passed on to your child? What if somebody did this to your child? When did making fun of somebody's disability become enjoyment, entertainment for people? We're not talking about comedy like the kings of comedy. This is evil. Darkness and light cannot succumb to the same space. Enemies of their enemies becoming friends. Use your mind. For a long time, people are running around blaming Sean Bradley of freaking doxxing people because they just automatically believed that he was cutie pie. And a lot of people just stopped watching me just because they believed a lot of this bull crap. Does anybody individually think for themselves anymore? Anybody? And just because you don't like somebody don't mean that I have to dislike them. Why would you make somebody choose to, well, if you like so-and-so, then I ain't fucking with you no more. Then you didn't want to mess with me in the first place. You were looking for an excuse.
Or she needs to take a vacation, or what, or she's in pain and she's
And your platform is doing
there's
it.
something wrong. That doesn't, none of that sounds normal or like behavior like the rest of everything, with everything going on. Are they stressed? It could be. She just was on live telling me about how she was in pain every day, all day. Did they say, yeah, you sure you want to be a part of this? Listen, I don't. This shit don't bother me. Ain't no light work. It's a fucking headache. This shit don't bother me. If I deal with overnight, like fuck it, talking shit, fuck all this, I'm out. Like this shit just heavy at times. But you know what? I deal with corporate white people and they running their businesses, and if I can deal with their shit and how they discriminate against us and look down their nose at us, and I can work in a black business the same way. I ain't got no time to be saying that I would give up on this or treat this any different than I treat working for them white people. I'm working for you because I want you to succeed. I don't care about their damn business. I want my paycheck. But I'm vested in this, and I want to help to make sure that things go right. And I think that it's just little problems and people outside want to see us.
Say this was like the night before they all left, except for Leah and Sierra stayed. The rest of them left me. This was like the night before. So I thought that I was planning to get rid of her, but it wasn't until the night before that me and Leah we talking right now. Like, I'm gonna need a backup plan because I see Nami moving funny. She tripping. She talking about I'll leave before I apologize.
I mean, yeah, but didn't they go and do, interviews and shit? That shit blew out of control. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, after they left. Yep.
Right.
After this, I'm gonna play this Tracy call, but hang on, let's play a little bit more of this.
It's fucked up so bad that shit starts to radiate. You know, when people are wishing you, it's like heat. You ever had somebody looking at you and you feel like heat on your back because you know they're looking at you, and that's what they're trying to do. They want to break us up, They want to break us up. And I want us to be strong.
And my thing is this: since Leah knew that they was trying to break all of us up and bring contention and strife, how did we get here? I don't know. I think it could be some healing, but I don't know. Maybe people don't want no healing. Maybe they don't want no resolution. Maybe they want the evil and darkness to continue. And all I'm saying is, y'all, with all due respect, but please don't take my content. Y'all know I only got 2 people in my chat. Let me get the views. Don't put no little recording thing over it. Let this one be mine. It is my shit. With all due respect.
And so strong that they can't break us up. You know, and so that's part here is when I talk to you, you sound as passionate about the brain nation and you have solid.
Oh, this is where it starts messing up. Hold on, the call, it's gonna be messing up the rest of that, so hang on just a second. Let me go to the next call.
Hey, love. I've been around trying to.
Is that it? It's not the same call, is it? Hold on, let me make sure it's not the same call.
It's the fuck poor Tommy. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think that's the same one.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean,
it was like a serious job.
but remember, y'all, this was to put out negative energy. How can putting out negative energy? Has anybody know I'm putting out any negative energy has gotten them something good back in return? I mean, if I don't know, if my brain serves me correctly, I don't think it works like that. Do it work like that? Highly favored, do it work like that? Tara, do it look like that? Shout out to the 2 people in the chat. The smallest chat and the biggest YouTube channel in the world. Maybe I should stop it here and make a part 2.
Oh, imagine me like right now because I can't even know what shit. Okay, so what happened? I haven't talked to oh, you said, hold on. I talked to Goddess again. I didn't talk to Nami again because I told you how our conversation ended, right? Mm-hmm. With me hanging up abruptly. So, all right. And I feel like it would probably be good to call her back tonight. I felt like it would probably be best to sleep on it. But I did speak to Goddess because I felt like she was wrong. I don't feel like what the hell was okay, right? So I did speak to Goddess, make sure she was good, make sure she was okay. She was hurt. We had a little cry, little cry session. And but she's overall, she okay for the love of the movement and the group, But I made it clear to her that what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong at the end of the day. And I don't care how long we've been friends.
I'm not ever okay with bullying or disrespecting people, Leah. Like, I'm never okay with that. We've been friends for 20 years. If you wrong somebody like that, and you be so strong in your wrong, not willing to see, I will walk away for a while from a situation like that till you come back and apologize and make things right. I don't care, not you, of course, you know what I mean. But it's like, you don't have to watch me. The fact that you wronged another human being in front of me, around me, being my friend, and you know what I'm about, I meant it. Let me know if I'm putting too much into it. But I feel like it's offensive to me. Like, why don't you disrespect this young lady? One, knowing how I care about her. Two, knowing y'all don't really have no peace. So why are you doing that? Am I wrong to feel like that's disrespectful to me? Especially when I just told you I need peace? Like, you know I had a bill 30. You know?
Yeah. But my thing is, what was that all about? It just doesn't sound regular. So I'm
going to come together. She's on her cycle, is what Lee said. And then on top of that, there is, you know, maybe between me and you, like, maybe it might be a little bit of the medication, which, you know, because they recently come off on medication, and pain does change things. And maybe she's just, you know, she's having that struggle with the pot not being able to expensive to take. So maybe that's just a lot. While I can understand, still so real. What's right is right and wrong is wrong. And I just forget that you got to make that right. Like, you got to make that right with that young lady, because not that young lady, but Goddess, because that wasn't right for you to do that to her. And Goddess agreed not to apologize, but I don't even feel like she needed to, because she didn't wrong you to begin with. But she was taking the higher role. You're the one who called her out in a chat full of everybody about some brain nation bullshit.
And they like her brain of something. Yeah, you made a big deal of something that really shouldn't have been a big deal made. If you're in a position as your second, then she has to take that position that you would take as somebody that is going to look at it fairly and see if something was wrong or see if something can be fixed. She gotta follow what you would have done. So it's not right to get all that. That's not something that you would have done to somebody that. So you don't take that upon yourself to do something. Like, if I know something that you would do and how you would respond, that would be the choice that I make. If I'm not going to do something that's how I would respond, because I work for you. So that's just, that's just how I feel. Because my employees, you are an extension of me, especially somebody that's my personal assistant that's supposed to take care of all my business. You're an extension of me. So God should have got the idea that you felt like that, because she's allowed to respond like that. And so she got to understand, while she's sitting there talking about, your brand is going to ruin your brand, your behavior will ruin my brand, because you'll run away good people. So people are not going to put up with that. So you gotta get your attitude in check. I don't care what you're going through. You don't have the right to hurt nobody. And then for her not to know that is a little strange. You see what all is going on. And I don't care who hurt people is not a fucking excuse to me. Because I don't care. You don't have the right, because you're hurting, to hurt anybody else. You don't have that right. That doesn't give you a right to take shit out on me because you are having pain or you can't afford your medicine. It does not matter. If anything, sometimes for help. Because that's what I say, as much pain as I go through, I never take it out on people. Sometimes I be hurting like a mug, and people will come aggravate me with the stupidest shit, like especially at work. And I never just snap on a bitch because I'm in pain. You know what I mean? You can't do that. You don't know what other people are going through. You don't know that somebody could be in more pain than you, or their child could be in pain. You don't know what's going on. Like, you don't have a right to treat people like that. And there's no excuse for it. And all I keep saying is maybe there's a reason, but that's still not an excuse. You owe her an apology. That is sweet soul. Like, I love her. Like, I love her. I met her through you, but just like I met you through Sweet Mom, I've grown to really like that girl. So that's why I say I don't see that in her, because I don't like people like that. I don't like people that I think is a snake, or that I think is something ain't right with her. She's never given me no vibe like that. She's always stood up for you. She's always been straight up. And the stuff that she says, she's not saying nothing malicious to hurt nobody. She's not going after people. People come after her. Like they come after you. I sat in the chat and watch them come after. They come after that girl. And she's fighting tooth and nail, saying, what the hell you said me to do? That's not fair. No, you're not going to respect her in my chat. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care.
Now, does this sound like two women that don't have respect for each other? Don't this sound like two friends that love each other that's trying to fix mess? How did we get here? How did we get here, man? It's hard listening to this. This ain't hard listening to, man. This ain't hard. Can y'all see the screen in the back, by the way?
So I see that happening. When I see people like that, and you see that genuineness, that's something that draws me to you. Like it drew me to you. That's something that drew me to her. And me too. I don't see the,
there is a situation that her and me got going on that I just want to run past you real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
So you know how Goddess does her Thursday, her name was doing like the Thursday night read. Well, I'm not sure exactly what transpired, but I definitely didn't bring this up. I never remember everything else going on. And I was thinking about it because I was thinking that I may have wanted to approach the subject before it get out of hand, and then this shit happened. But last week, it was supposed to go live, and then there was an issue with, I guess, Goddess Wi-Fi or something. And then this month, it was supposed to go live, but Goddess went live early instead. And when a couple of people asked her about me, it was just kind of short. And then she had made a comment the other day that was pretty much like me had abandoned her. So maybe I shouldn't even approach it and just let them sort that shit out at a way it goes. But I feel like because they kind of do the same thing, they both, witches and this and that there may be just some, sibling rivalry or whatever, like that, hashing out thing.
But see, what you can do with that is when we do the affiliate program, officially make a show for both of them together. That, okay, now this is official. Y'all gonna do this show together. This show is y'all together. And then if you do things separately, because they do the same thing, but there's still something different about it, right?
Right, yeah. I guess it makes me better, like, if they,
to the next call in a second, because I'm getting bored. You get bored with this call?
in my mind.
Huh?
You get bored with this call?
Well,
Go to the next one.
like,
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Right.
I don't know, like the people are.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all have criticized things, and it's like a.
You don't know if
No, I don't know. It's just still mind-boggling to me that people think that you're just this
evil person.
Yeah, that this evil scammer that can't wait to just destroy everything that comes in your path. Like I don't get that. I wouldn't be dealing with no damn scammer. I feel like they'd be talking about me, like
Right.
further the feathers like nobody I get
Right. And neither of us are like that.
Do you have
Oh, look, listen to this.
Because they both, Goddess is already monetized, but today that was pretty much like, like me had abandoned her. So I don't really, maybe I shouldn't even approach it and just let them sort that shit out however way it goes. But I feel like because they kind of do the same thing, you know, they go, that, okay, now this is official, y'all gonna do this show together, this show, if they, like, here's my thing, like the content, I have it in my mind that, well, you know, I can't really say that because I am open to collab. But I feel a little worried when it be two people doing the same thing, collecting together, with that whole ego and competition thing. And if I had known they were getting together beforehand, I probably would have kindly discouraged it. You know, and so why not do your own thing and see how that pan out? Because they both, and God is already monetized, but they're both still fairly new. And I didn't want to, but they're both still fairly new. But God is the head which, me is a generational witch, like her grandparents are witches from like the Marie Laveau, whatever that great witch's name out of Louisiana. From New Orleans, yeah. New Orleans, yeah. And like her family is on that Marie Laveau DNA thing. And so I would have encouraged them just based on what I think I know about human involvement. I would have encouraged them to try to do things separately until they stabilize their own platform. And then bring
well, I mean, this affiliate is really trying to grow their own individual channel anyway, so they do decide to collab
for individuality, right? Exactly.
Right. That should be secondary. If they're going to collab, it should be a secondary thing. So you should already have your stuff established and your people established, and it's just like a guest star or, you know, something special for both of your fans to have access to both of you. It shouldn't be that's what it is constantly because you can't separate. After a while, you're not going to be able to separate the three people. You know, y'all will be together, and that's what they're going to expect.
I'm smart.
So you can't do that all the time. So I do agree with you on that because they do that all the time. They're not going to have any separation. There's not going to be anything that they can do to bring it back when their fans separate them. They're going to want. And unless they want to do their business, then they shouldn't move forward with that. So I do agree with that. Like the affiliate program is really a way to start out. It'd be like
listen to this.
Human and hell, and you know how they couldn't get away from each other. Everybody always wanted to get together.
Hey, bro, how you doing?
You know that's
right. Yeah. And then that's
smart for you.
So because of the fires tonight, and we couldn't go live tonight, do you have a time tomorrow that you'll be free so we can do it? Please?
Yes, ma'am. And then I wanted to talk to you before we went live. Anyway, you saw those questions that I was asking you. Have you built a model for the program? Like, what do you imagine it for? Like,
oh yeah,
what I suggest.
I am open to discussion because my business plan is a bit dated by now. But I had created a secondary development plan for Great Nation. It was called Affiliate Network. It was called Mothership, but it was just like a stand-in name to bring other people on board because the Brain Nation, it was always a conglomerate of others that are doing their own thing, sort of like a big-ass round table of just great thinkers in their own industries and their own, you know what I'm saying? Like we all have our own business things, and it's like a weekend boys club where we go do this event or that event. Go.
All right, let me skip.
Speak at this thing, and it's just a group.
You know, I mean, I really do. I've said it 1,000 times. I get the roast and the gags, but there's hate though behind a lot of that shit.
Oh yeah.
It's they feel that shit. They
listened to a video. He sent me that video. My cousin sent me this video she found where this girl is just, I don't even know the young lady, but she is just speaking so nasty about me.
Matter of fact, I'll look on Amazon right now and find the cheapest one. And then after you can put everything out. You can also do, like when you don't, like right now, how I'm not doing my face, I just did a media course in the background, like a moving image.
And you know the cold thing about it, you ain't sat down with me and taught me how to do that shit. I should whoop your ass.
But I did tell you I'm willing to, sis. You know that.
I know. I'm just fucking with.
Yeah, it is.
I bet y'all didn't even catch whose voice that was she was talking to. Neither did you. See, that's why I didn't want to skip, because it skipped far, way too ahead. Way too far. In cahoots with anybody to do something. This is
Right.
We're talking about mental health issues.
Right.
Like I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Sandy, get your ass out.
Do that.
And my thing is, what
I mean,
it didn't benefit me.
Issues.
But the thing is, it didn't
mental
benefit.
Issues. You know how far my mental issues go back. These strangers on YouTube, they don't know me. They don't know that this is real life. They thinking it's fake. They getting a good key. Latrice, Mona's a liar. She's a liar, a scammer. All the while, I'm the one telling the truth, and this girl is the one lying on me. Ain't that funny?
I just wish. I don't know, because I look at the bigger picture in regards to the people that are watching. These, a lot of these content creators, they have platforms, and you look at some of their pictures and like, wow, okay, or how they're able to maintain a crowd and get all these people. Like, you get really got power, like you raising up some real dangerous set of YouTubers. They gonna think this shit is cool, and these millennials really don't give a fuck.
Right.
There ain't really no big mamas, around. They, dying off, and I mean, I really do. I've said it 1,000 times. I get the roast and the gags, but there's hate though behind a lot of that shit.
Oh yes.
It's they feel that shit. They mean.
I listened to a video. Who sent me that video? Oh, my cousin sent me this video she found where this girl is just, I don't even know the young lady, but she is just speaking so nasty about me. Like, she is just giving me the business, telling me I'm a scammer, I'm no good, I'm just evil. And I don't even know who this woman is she's talking about. Because that's not me. It was crazy, but that goes to show you how people can get caught up in a lie, and based off of favoritism and who they friends with, they'll just go with that. And I don't even know how they sleep at night. When you sit up there and you pass judgment on somebody and you don't even know that person, and instead of listening to that person tell their truth and their story, you rather listen to a lie from somebody that doesn't even know that person. They don't even know me. They weren't there.
Yeah. I talked to you several times throughout the day while you were in the hospital. So in the morning, afternoon, and the evening.
Yeah. I will call you right after breakfast. We get up, get breakfast. It'd be like 8 o'clock my time. Like 6 o'clock your time?
Mm-hmm.
Early in the morning.
Yeah. I got the phone records to prove all of this. I verified that Mona was in the hospital, and people still didn't want to believe it. They wanted to believe the lie. Like, people more concerned about what transpired before. The fact is, the woman was in the hospital getting treated for, for mental illness. Mental illness is serious. Who cares if she rode a bike to the hospital? When you're in a mental hospital, 7 girl, it's 7 out of line. 7 said, bitch, I am in the bushes. Let me get to it. Because 7 gonna be like, Nicole Reloaded over there just dragging, running her mouth. Girl, you need to step your YouTube game up, bitch. Get to the point. It's so much stuff, it's hard to cram it all in one thing. A shout out to 7 stars in the motherfucking girl cave. That's the West Coast sister right there, man. West Coast sister in the house. Y'all subscribe to 7 stars. She's a boss. If I skip it too far, it's gonna cut right over Tracy. So I'm like a straight dude, ho. I'm like a straight nigga.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this.
Because I'm like, oh, she thinks she's a bad. No, I don't have time.
use
I'm
my
not trying to be
edit.
talking with them, fight with them over the phone. I'm like, if you're gonna pull up or whatever, it's stupid. You know?
Right, what you gonna do? And that's why my last little video, I'm like, you know, none of these people know.
All right, this is Mona and Tracy talking. Tracy, please don't come from my neck and pull my edges out and put me up against a big old hippo or a monkey or your community page. Okay?
I mean, I got a challenge, and my challenge is hashtag me, Symone. Anything that you say on a video about me, come to my city, meet me, tell me to my face. If you can't tell me to my face, then it's not real, it's fake. Stop talking about me. Because if you feel like I'm a lot family for me, then you know. Is that what you were saying? Yay, Mona, something like that? Yay, Mona? When did you say that? This recently? He said that, yeah, this morning. I was watching him on my right.
And he did it this morning. I don't know.
I don't know what he was talking about. Mona, Symone, you did that, Mona. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. He's probably trying to make fun of it. Being a girl like that, it's like, why can't everybody be peaceful? I don't like people. Some people like people together. Because, I'm going to tell you why. Because, okay, we all have a little bit of messiness in us, right? And, okay, I can see that Sean is a little bit messy, because he said he's messy, right? So he likes that going on his platform. He likes people calling and fight each other and stuff. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. In the midst of like the little messiness, like little shades of like that, I don't mind. But can we get together somehow and make content together and like really entertain these people? Like I'm sure all of us have some talent. I'm great with the damn editing and film and all this shit like that. Yeah.
Good night, y'all. Y'all get y'all some rest. It's all good. I'm gonna continue playing it, and y'all can replay it tomorrow. Y'all get y'all some rest. It's all good. Love y'all.
And I can, if you need any help, like if you want to do anything, like the editing or OBS, like if you have a laptop, you show me. I'll help you. So could you send me the link? And I haven't actually went in and did it. I haven't had the time to go in and do it. That's the thing. Because I have the link from when you helped me download it, you know? Yeah. So one day we're certified. Like I'm not her right now, but next Friday after my doctor's appointment, if you have some time. I hope you get a background. You need to order a green screen. Yeah, I want that one. You know how you have that one where you can have the furniture in there and stuff?
Wait a minute. This is my video, Tara. This is my video that I'm playing. Is it playing too fast? Is there something wrong with the sound? I don't have the sound changed or anything. 7, if you still here, is the sound distorted? That's Tracy and Mona talking on the phone. No, this is my content. This is mine. I'm not distorting it.
Second apartment. Oh, I like that. Yeah. You can get anything you want in the background. You just gotta get a green screen first to block everything out behind you. Go on Amazon, order your green muslin screen. What is it called? Can you take a green? Yeah. Matter of fact, I'll just look on Amazon right now and find the cheapest one. Oh, wait, because I'm going to hire a background to be green, and then that way you can clip everything out. You can also do, like, when you don't, like right now, how I'm not doing my face, I just did a media source in the background, like a moving image.
And you know the whole thing about it, you ain't sat down with me and taught me how to do that shit. I should whoop your ass.
But I did tell you I'm willing to, sis. You know that.
I know. I'm just fucking with
you. Anytime.
No, because you were doing so much. I'm like, I'm not this because OBS, I don't know, it seems like it's just, I don't know.
I didn't get everybody to come in.
I got the real true homeowner that completely shut her down, man. She has no degree. That ain't nothing but a lie. I have no degree. Like, I have 6 degrees. Like, my people this person was saying you have an associate and that you have that as one. You have, I was like, where did you know? You're counting as one. Like, I do have an associate, but isn't that a degree? Yeah. Even without the associate, I still have 5 degrees. Yeah, because that's how you do it. That's how you do it even now. Like, why are you so concerned about my degrees? I wish I would have never mentioned it. I was trying to explain to Armand why I was so nervy that I was trying to do an interview with a girl and not worried about getting paid. I was like, look, I'm forever in school. I always want to learn stuff. I've been very inquisitive. I have 6 degrees. Like, I never meant to mention it, like bragging.
Didn't wait, did Armand something?
You sure it ain't the alcohol talking? Because that's just how Tracy's talking. It's not sped up or anything. It's the actual way that she was talking at the time.
Yeah, he came for me, and then he apologized.
Yeah, I remember that. I thought that was not the part of y'all arguing or whatever, but then when y'all was on there, you know that stirred up a whole, everybody got angry about that.
Really?
A lot of people got angry about
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Like,
he came at me.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh,
that's how
get back over there.
Like, people got this idea that I brag on my degrees and that I look down on people without degrees because I made the mistake of trying to explain to Armand how the Star Marie interview, I wasn't doing it for money. I was like, look, I'm nerdy. I'm a professional student. I like interviewing, getting in people's minds, understanding. Remember?
Oh,
This is memory lane, girl.
Yeah. You gonna make girl Tracy is gonna kill me, Lord Jesus. Oh Lord.
Well, these aren't bad calls, so it's not even messy yet. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop it if something come up.
Hold on, we got distortion. Let me see. Let me close this out in the back. Hold on really quick, y'all. Okay, is there distortion now? Can you hear my voice? Hold on. Was there static? Okay, y'all tell me now.
Get too messy. I got it right here by my finger. Hold on, let's listen.
Say to Armand why I was so nerdy and why, because he was like, "No, you doing it for 60 views, you doing it for clout." I'm like, Armand, I don't know nothing about clout. I feel like I don't know nothing. I don't know what y'all doing on YouTube these days. And then I watched that fool that did that interview about you, and he just seems pathetic. I don't know. The guy Matt. Oh yeah. He just seems like, I don't know. He just seems like he is just like, it's kind of like he wants people to feel sorry for him. That's what I got. And I'm like, I don't see this.
And she was right about that. He was trying to get people to feel sorry for him.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see, why is the video sped up like that? Oh my goodness. Why is my regular voice like a robot right now? This is a trip. Hold on. I don't even know how in the fuck that happened. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even know how, hold on. Because the speed on the video is regular. I didn't speed anything up, so it just sped up on its own. How the hell did that happen? That's strange. Hold on. StreamYards, they're gonna have to give me a mother freaking refund because this is ridiculous. I didn't speed none of this up. Ugh, StreamYards gets on my damn nerves. I miss Google Hangouts. All right, y'all tell me if it's still acting like a bitch and put your hands up. If not, I'm gonna have to restart.
Yeah.
She was right about that.
Yeah. But now she says I scammed him. But you hear her on the phone totally taking my side.
Once he didn't like what was it that he didn't like? I guess, well, he wanted more time with you.
I think so. We're going to talk about it in just a second. Listen, you saying exactly what we're going to say. Listen to this.
Let me have the super nachos. No guacamole with sour cream, please.
I want some
Okay.
You're there.
Okay, we're having some serious sound issues, y'all. I'm gonna have to restart this. I don't even know why the video is sped up. I haven't even seen anything like this happen before. Gosh, they didn't probably put some black magic on a nigga live or some shit like that. I don't know. I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus, because I don't know why it's sped up like that, because the video is playing normally. This is crazy. Black magic on a nigga live or some shit like that. I don't know. I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus, because I don't know why it's sped up like that, because the video is playing normally. All right, I'm gonna try one more time. Oh shit, I lost the damn video. Okay. Hold on. Playback speed is normal.
You're there. Right, with some sour cream. That sounds good right about now. These were the good times when I was friends with all these people and I was helping them and talking to them, and it just changed in the blink of an eye. They just stabbed me in the back, just raw. No Vaseline.
What was I gonna tell you? So I said Mona has never lied to me or anything, and that's what I said. Kwame has not bothered me either. Now, and then
what she just said? Mona has never what?
Never lied to me.
Interesting.
So
because that's not what she said.
I said Mona has never lied to me or anything, and that's what I said. Kwame has not bothered me either. Now, and then 5 days was saying, but then she said, okay, Kwame said that she's not a mole, but then 5 days said that she was the one that said it or something. Remember on her live?
Kwame said she was the mole.
So
because she told me on my video, she was like, I am the lie.
Yeah, I remember that. That shit was funny. She was like, I'm the mole. I'm the mole.
She was the one telling. She said that there's a mole and she can't. So I guess Kwame's the mole for over there with Susie. But I think, or maybe April was. I don't know what's going on, girl. I don't know. This is crazy. I can't figure it out. But I will let them know that Mona, you have your 6 degrees, and it don't matter. Of course, you have an associate's. Of course, you have a bachelor's. Then you have a master's, and then you have what else?
2 masters. My first degree I got when I was younger was a business degree. Business administrator. We all go for that. So that's the first 4-year degree I got. And then when I went back, a lot of my credits were transferred. So I essentially had to start almost over. And then I got my associates and I did a double major, not a minor and a major. I did a double major in psychology and religion. And then I just went on, same school, and did another year. And I got a double major in psychology and double major master's in psychology and religion. And I almost done an MBA degree because you can't, my psychology degree is a research degree. It's not a clinical psychology degree. It's a research degree, so I can't do like a counselor or nothing, or get like a license. I would have had to do like sociology mixed in with that or something like that. So I decided to get my MBA because I'm a fraud analyst. So I'm like, if I get my MBA,
and your girl got it.
Oh, wait, hold up.
But remember, Tracy was Tracy's telling people now, Mona, you ain't got no degree. I didn't know that. Hold up. You didn't know what?
Wait a minute. I must have drunk that day or something.
What is this?
She knew you was a fraud analyst?
Yes. Tracy knew I got degrees and all of that.
No, I knew she knew that you had degrees, but I didn't know that she knew that you had
that I was a fraud analyst.
Yeah, because you kept that kind of, pretty much
from
hush
the
up.
public. Yeah. Yeah, while everybody was calling me a scammer.
You can't be a fraud.
And bonded.
And all that, and like you gotta get a background check and all of that. They wouldn't have your ass up in there.
Tracy's lying. She knows she's lying. This girl know that I'm a fraud analyst. She know I gotta get fingerprinted, bonded. I work for a bank. She knows good and well I ain't never been to no jail. I wouldn't have the career that I had. And she sitting up there now saying I ain't got no career and I'm sleeping in my car. That girl know I got a career. You hear her saying, you got the degrees. I don't know why people worrying about it. And now she's the one worrying about it.
I wish that it could be like amends that could come to all of this. I know that's probably an unrealistic expectation, but when Tracy first came out on here, Tracy was hitting these streets smoking. She was doing her thug theezy up on here. And then everybody just started attacking everybody. And then before you know it, it's like shit got out of control. You know, like these are some strong ass Black women that could, like, really, even if they don't like each other, could bang out some fucking amazing ass content, man. For real. And make some fucking money and shit on the real haters. But
it's the hypocrisy of it all. It's hard to swallow. Let's get into this so we can hurry up and end this before this get way too messy.
Double major masters in psychology and religion, and I'm working on an MBA degree because you can't. My psychology degree is a research degree. It's not a clinical psychology degree. It's a research degree, so I can't do like a counselor or nothing, or get like a license. I would have had to do like sociology,
psychology.
So I decided to get my MBA because I'm a fraud analyst. So I'm like, if I get my MBA, then I can work. I can continue to work for the bank where I'm at, and then I could, get a higher position, up to level management, and go on for my doctorate. And I want to get my doctorate in the industrial site because I want to help companies, learn how to cater to the public or the consumer. Yeah. So yeah.
We were just talking about that.
All of my age. Like I don't know if it's because I
career student.
And I got relaxed with people that maybe they doubt me. But I'm not trying to brag. I'm smart as shit. You know what I'm saying? I know it, and I don't have to do nobody say it. Don't be. That's their problem. You cannot people, and that's what I'm saying tonight. People control. You control the way that you feel. People don't. You can't say somebody made me feel this way or somebody makes me feel. You control the way that we control the way that we feel.
See, this is my thing. I blame, Tried and Truth bringing out all that falsified narrative that caused people to have a different opinion on Mona. It's not fair. These people actually really believe that. They didn't probably think that somebody will get their hands on some information and the shit will be falsified. Like, that's some serious stuff to falsify. So they took it as truth, even though it was falsified documentation. I mean, Tried and Truth even thought it was real, but Mona tried to tell everybody that it wasn't. This ain't me. Somebody that looks like me. You got me mixed up with someone else. And the narrative kept getting bigger and spun and more out of control. Now I feel like now people were hating people for no reason.
If you feel that you have a problem with Mona's degrees, that's your problem. It's nobody else's problem but yours. Mm-hmm. That's on them. It's nobody else's problem but yours.
Sound like two friends chopping it up, having a conversation. And it didn't even sound like it didn't sound like, to me, in my opinion, that they were being messy. Like, Jesus, fix this. Ugh. I'm dreaming of you tonight.
But their problem, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and like Sean said, what would it matter? Like, if I had, these weren't his words verbatim, but what if I had a GED and a crack habit? Like, why do you care? Exactly, yeah. Why do you care? Like, long, oftentimes people, like, they get way too invested. Like, this one guy had this whole comment about how I'll never release the recordings because I'm a Scorpio and he's a Scorpio and he knows that as long as I got him, people are talking to me. I'm like, dude, you totally overthought that like a Scorpio. How about I just don't want to release it because it's not the right thing to do and it's just going to destroy my brand because then I look like I'm the bad guy. How about that? Yeah, they just want to let you do things. Yeah. I always release the recordings and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I don't record any conversations. Like, I don't care because whatever I say, it can be backed up because I'll own up to it. I own what I say. Trying to release people. Like, I don't like that. Like that. My shit be recording. I'll be happy to call like, oh shit, my phone call the recording. You know that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just forget. Yeah. I don't even label them. Like, how much big. And it's legal. You don't even have to tell them. You don't have to. It's legal. Right. And I do it for my clients. Because there's a lot. It's like these companies are really fucking with me. Yeah. I really fucking with me. Because you know what? I just feel like at the end of the day, I feel like I'll come out on top. I feel like karma will because I'm a good person. If you hear me from Facebook or you go on Facebook and research me, I'm not a bad person. I'm not just so bad if they say that.
And you can't make nobody give no more than they want to give, Mona, honestly. I mean, nobody's going to make you give any amount of money. If I'm not going to give something, I'm just not going to do it. You know?
And I didn't even, truth, I didn't even ask that man for that money. That man gave me all of that money without me asking, without me saying, may I have a dime or a number. He threw that money at me. And the last little bit, I asked him like 3 times for some money, and I paid him back for that. He was mad because his platform wasn't growing, and Jade was. That was his problem.
So what if he was Jaded? If Jaded down his back and then he's not, I don't understand. What's wrong with Jaded? I think he was.
Okay, now I know y'all probably gonna want more, but I'm gonna end it with that. Okay. Now I'll stay on for a little bit, just a little bit longer. Give y'all a chance to ask questions while you got the chance. Looking at us. But yep. Devil came in and destroyed like a mother effer. Because I'm just saying, man. People were disliking people based on a false narrative, yo. All because I guess they wanted to run these YouTube streets. That's what they wanted to do. I don't know. I'm still gonna pray for a resolution and healing, man. Cause I don't know if y'all heard, but a couple of YouTubers lost their channels, man. And if not, they demonetizing YouTubers. They straight demonetizing people. They coming for your paper, man. Don't let these Caucasian people sit back and laugh at us like we a bunch of animals and look how they treat us. White folks don't got to do nothing to us. We fuck our own selves up, man. You know what I'm saying? This is bullshit. I mean, what was wishing death upon people gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Buying 1,000 dislikes. What is that gonna do? Is a mother freaker ahead? Now friendships are broken. People are exposed. For what? Did you get a card of it? I mean, damn. Acting like you was fighting over some good dick. Wait, what were you asking, 7 stars? I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm blind. She said a couple like who? No, I was saying, sis, like people were arguing on YouTube like they were in like some type of relationship with each other, the heat and the smoke that they were giving to each other. Like, I don't feel like the energy that people were given in certain situations were even warranted. Like, you know, tried and true, allegedly pulling your, going on your MySpace and pulling your pictures and stuff, trying to post them on here to make you look, you know, to try to make you look bad or feel bad about yourself. Like, what benefit? Like, did you get a car? Did you get a Louis Vuitton purse? Like, what was your benefit out of all of that? Why y'all just can't go? Why they just couldn't go head to head? Because they know that 7 stars is a beast with her mouth. She quick with it. She from the West Coast. A West Coast motherfucker cut your ass out real good from the rooter to the tutor. It'll make you go cry in the car. Okay? Why it had to be like that? Why you gotta pull sis background? Why you gotta fucking harass her? Like, it don't, to me, it didn't make any sense. It just didn't make any sense. It wasn't beneficial. What, for a couple of Seven said, Goddess is obsessed with me. Why you so obsessed with me? I really want to know. Looking at yeah, because that's the reason why Tried and Truth came for you, Seven. Was on the behalf of Goddess at that time. You know? So look, y'all. There's more, but we'll just say that for another time. Thank you, 7 Stars, for coming over here hanging out with me, sis. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tara. Thank you guys for listening. I told you this was some juicy tea. I had fun with y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed me, man. Thumbs up this video. You know it's only 2 of y'all in here. We should have 2 likes. Wait, you don't know who wait, hold on. You don't know who Tried and True is? Tried and True was a friend of Goddess. She was behind the scenes, basically gathering information for Goddess when her and Goddess were cool with each other at the time. And allegedly she's the one that pulled your information. And Shush Trish did an interview. With Tried and True. You haven't heard it? I think I might be friends with you on Instagram. I think I am. But just go look at Shush Trish page, and she had an interview with Tried and True. Tried and True is the one that pulled Rita's background. Tried and True was the one that was sending out the emails under the name Cutie Pie. That's who Tried and True is. Is it ringing a bell to you yet? She was behind the scenes. She wasn't like up in, you know what I'm saying, out there like that. If you didn't really pay attention, you know what I'm saying, she would like slide by, but she was around heavy. Yes. I thought you knew about this, 7. Yes, she was around pulling background checks. Go to Shush Trish channel and listen to Shush Trish's interview with her. Tried and Truth wanted me to actually be the one to expose Mona Symone. She wanted me to expose Mona Symone, and yeah, she wanted me to expose Mona Symone with the wrong information. Yes. Yes, ma'am, girl. Highly Favored said, yes, I remember getting an IG page sent to me in a private message with pics of 7, and I'm going to find those pics. Yep, that's what that is true. There was fake pages and stuff that was made. I don't know directly if it was, but yes. Someone told me that does not want to be named that they were told to, to create Instagram pages and YouTube pages in regards to being able to troll the people that Goddess disliked. There was false pages made on Mona to make it seem like Mona was dropping down. I know, 7. That, like, you remember, okay, 7, you remember when somebody was going around dropping Mona's Cash App and stuff like that inside people's different chats? That wasn't Mona. That was somebody trolling her. Do you remember when Sweet Ma did that TKO video for Mona Symone, and Sweet Ma got really ticked off at Mona and blamed her for buying 1,000 dislikes on her video? That was Tried and True that did that. They were her and Goddess at work you know, were working together. They were friends, and you know, and now they're no longer friends. Her and Ron is T, and you know, calling CPS on Rita, like the girl, the rabbit hole goes deep as it goes deep. 7. You need to go watch that video. I know you be busy and shit and you ain't with the fuck shit, but I think this is something you should know because you was affected by this shit too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it can put the pieces together to some other shit that, you know, some other stuff that you you know, went through on here. But yeah, she had a has a PI license and was able to obtain private and sensitive information on individuals, you know, which was, you know, brought on these YouTube streets. You know, now YouTube is a big doxing graveyard with a lost jobs and all kinds of shit, broken hearts, and you know, do we know her real name? Yes. Yes, we do. I believe you need to go watch 7. You need to go watch Shush Trish's video. Because like I said, you know, what was done, I don't know if, you know, Tried and True probably felt like she was a vigilante and she was out here trying to protect people, but the protection turned into wickedness. Now everybody has, you know, fallen out, and a lot of people took a lot of unnecessary online ass whoopings and exposures. I don't know if she was the one that sent your background to VS, but that cutie pie person, the cutie pie person is Tried and True. If you ever got an email from that cutie pie email or whatever, that's Tried and True. She was the one that did that. She confessed that. So I'm not saying anything secret. Girl, why you got Holly Faber got their eyes that emoji like, girl, what the fuck? Yes. Yep. Allegedly, the cutie pie email was sent out to Billie Jean, Mimi, Tracy, Lovely Love, BS, Heidi, Shush Trish, and others. So, girl, when they were looking up people, not like even if you didn't have a background, anything that was connected to somebody is what they were looking up. You know, I guess whoever people was dating, I don't know. They was just, you know how when you do a background check, like on being verified, you can find out who the person's boyfriend is, who's their family, you know, blah, blah, blah. So because I don't know, I'm just assuming since they couldn't find nothing on you, you know, they used your history of your family as a weapon towards you to try to break you and run you off these YouTube streets. Which it didn't work. You still here standing strong, like boss bitches do. You know, I mean, shit. I just don't see. I mean, I understand getting all up in the celebrities' asses because we buying their shit, they purses, perfumes, and all this other stuff. But we just regular content creators up on here coming on talking about how we feel, niggas we date, you know. Fights we done got in, using our story times, flipping it with some celebrity gossip and getting our little coin. But now this shit done turned into like Satan's playground. Highly Favored says, so glad it didn't work because I watched them. But the thing is, there's a lot of people that actually really believed the stuff that was being dropped on people. You know, these weren't roasting gags. These were, in my opinion, total assassination of people's characters. You go and Google people and look them up on here, you know, from the looks of it, trying to say that they're parodies. Those weren't parodies and satire. You were trying to fuck a bitch life up, destroy somebody's brand. And everybody don't have no lawyer, you know? So yeah, but I'm on I think I follow you on Instagram though, 7. You can hit me up on there if you got any questions, sis. You know what I'm saying? And if, like I said, if anybody want to call in before I shut this down, let me know. Or we can just go ahead and end this. You know what I mean? And this shit been going on for a long time. I'm finally glad that the air is out, man. I'm finally glad that people know what's going on. You know, I'm glad that Goddess came out and told the truth. You know, there's gonna be a lot more that's gonna be exposed from what I was told. You know, so hey, y'all stand with me in the campaign against doxing, man. Let's show them by providing good content. I just had deja vu, y'all. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, child. Honey, child, just had deja vu, Lord. Uh-oh. Girl. I just really had a strong feeling, y'all. I don't know. Uh-oh. Ooh, somebody in my DMs just hit me up, y'all. Said they're gonna get me. Don't get me, y'all. Don't get me. My ex-husband's still stalking me. Y'all leave me alone. I'm trying to bring people together. Shit. Okay. And if anybody is suffering with any, you know what I'm saying, dealing with any depression or suicidal thoughts, don't, reach out and get you some help. Depression is real. And what you put in you will come out of you, man. All this negative shit. Stop ripping your brothers and your sisters apart, man. Shit. We already got enough haters, man. So anyway, like I said, if y'all want to hit me up, in the DMs or whatever, y'all can go ahead and do that. I hope that y'all enjoy what I brought y'all. It will be, more to come. If there needs to be a part 2 of this or whatever, then so be it. Like I said, I don't have no ill will against nobody, no hate or none of that shit. Let's pump out some good content. Let's get this money, man. You know what I'm saying? You get more bees with honey than you do flies with shit. Somebody said that they trying to call in, so I'll give them a second. If you don't call your ass in, I'm ending the live. Y'all enjoy the music. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Don't leave yet. Okay, hold on. Uh-oh. God damn it. Okay, now the person that I was talking to you guys about at the beginning of the live, they're actually going to call in. Okay, so if you know what I'm saying, y'all bear with me or share a nigga out, man. I'm waiting on her to call now. Here's the caller. We have the caller on the line, baby. It's yours. Go ahead and talk. Say what's on your mind. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, the person who we're talking about, conference. Yeah, I was the person that they wanted to, how you say, what they told me that they wanted to adopt me. They said that they would, if I needed any help, let me know. Or, you know, they were offering stuff to people, donations. Just whenever tell me or anyone that they were going to take them out to dinner, or you know, they were always.
You sound like you underwater, baby.
Really?
Yes.
Hold up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's way better.
Okay. As I was saying, you know, they were offering stuff to people who didn't ask for anything for them, and they didn't have to do it, but they, what else? Oh yeah, they asked to adopt me as a sibling, little sibling. That's what I thought they meant. You know, then talked to my family. They got suspicious that they were calling me day and night. Even when I got tired in the morning, you know, we had our ups and downs. What else? We argued when I didn't have certain things to do with my lifestyle, and they said I didn't have real life experiences. They tore me down. You know, uplift me for a minute, and then the next thing you know, they'll say, you know, you're lazy. And wish death on the person who they fell out with. Or say that they wanted them to fall off the table. They wanted to hear phone calls between two individuals I'm not gonna name. You know, they talked me into making phone pages behind the scenes. Even with the person who, you know, one of these big content creators who trust easily and don't know how to use the internet or electronics. They finally know how to use green screen. And roasting and gagging and all this, and you know, I tried to step back from that.
Well,
But I didn't want to.
let me ask you this, baby girl. Do you feel like you were manipulated?
Yes, I do, and my parents think so too. And they got in the way of my business of saying I didn't need anybody to hold my hand to do certain things, like you know, measuring myself, going to measure up my body, and they said I didn't need to get anybody's help for that. That I need to do that by myself because I'm a grown person. Or you know, say that I need to get my own place every time when I'm trying to have a regular conversation with someone. I think they don't get what I'm trying to say when I'm saying things like, you know, I'm staying with such and such, and I'm bored, and they say things like, you know, well, that's why I got my own place and I built my own house. Like they brag all the time and like they're better than everyone.
Well,
we had an argument about age.
Mm-hmm.
Had an argument about age, and you know, belittling my generation and hers. You know, I said something that slipped up at one point, and it made them mad, and so they had to take a break from calling me. And next thing you know, they felt like calling me. Had an argument about, you know, me applying for jobs or whatever, saying that nobody was going to hold my hand when I'm 30 or 40, and that nobody's going to help me while they're gone or stay dead. They have used some nastiness when I had lost a loved one. And, you know, said that I needed to grow up and don't cry over it.
I'm sorry that you had to experience that.
Yeah. And you know, they said, don't make my age an excuse. Don't make my disability an excuse. You know, anything that's, I made excuses for them without them even knowing behind the scenes with my parents.
Well,
I cared about this person. I really did. Even when I felt bad for them.
yeah.
With some of the things that they have told me, with their childhood or losing a loved one. But why can't they do certain things like what they do right now, like building, like why they can't do a DIY for that? Why can't they, you know, teach others on YT these things? They got these great experiences. They could have been a teacher or something instead of just wasting their time trying to dox everyone who they fell out with.
Well, who was doxxed to your recollection?
When you say that, you're talking about the ones that already got.
Yeah.
Ended up. Well, you know, the names that have already been mentioned. Besides, they have doxed me, but couldn't find anything on me.
Yeah,
But,
so
I welcome them in open arms with my family.
so raw honesty was
Yeah.
doxxed. Rita the baddest roaster was doxxed.
Yes. And I'm surprised that they kept up for almost a year with this woman, because I fell out with this individual in August 26th. We met in like January. I met them through Goddess. So
What do you think why do you think that she had so much vitriol for Mona Symone, in your opinion?
I have no clue, but all of a sudden I don't know that she'll say she'll hate this person, she hate that person. She done said some certain things about, Deanna. Like she don't like Deanna.
Wow.
Yeah. I told her I like Deanna, so I
Yeah, me
continue
too.
watching Deanna.
Mm-hmm.
We have opinions, but it's like, I like who I like. I support who I love for it.
Well, you said to me that she had stated that this was a way to run the YouTube streets without anyone knowing.
Right. And, she told me that the person who she fell out with was jealous of me. And I would have asked them first, but they told me not to go in their chat. So it was like more of controlling me, like trying to make sure I didn't go in there at all. Like they were against me, but the whole argument was against only 3 people that didn't involve with me. So, it was over some Google Hangout back in April.
So there was a lot of negative stuff that took place on this group chat on Google.
Yeah.
Is that where a lot of the talks of doxing and preparation for different content?
Right. And this woman was the type to offer help with their content. They try to force me or talk me into a YouTube channel, and I didn't even want to do that. I didn't even want to get in competition with anyone. I was not interested. And it's like I told them, YouTube is not for everyone. YouTube is not for everyone. And I kept talking to them about college. They told me, what college? What high school? I helped over 45 people. 45 countries, including Canada. And I babysit for $100 when I was 14 years old. Like they were all that. Like, do I give a shit?
Do you think at one point that from the beginning that it was all negative?
Pretty much. And I don't know why they still thinking about me, because I haven't talked to them since August 26th. I tried to block them all over the place. They still, I tried to say some positive things about them around panels, but now my name has been mentioned with Rita or whatever, and whatever I've been accused of. Because I tried to, stay away from just her, just that TNT person, not think about them, not talk about them. And they still, and I've been heard, and I probably told you this, but she said if Rita ever mentioned her name again on her channel, that she was going to send out that cutie pie email.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. he'll threaten you behind your back.
Well, definitely over here, we don't support, any form of doxing, bullying, or, harassment. Hopefully.
Well, right at this point, I'm being accused as a troll right now, and, got the other person who they fell out with ignoring me for no reason, because I took a break while I was playing video games. I haven't been online much. And all of a sudden, I got up and, another person's content came up to them, and, the other person was telling me to come up to their panel, and I'm looking clueless. They asked me a question about last year, and I told them this was last year that I was making that troll page of them, because I was being talked into it, and they forgave me.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad that she forgave you for that.
Yeah, well, they're still going around and, saying that I heard you was a troll. And that can sometimes be annoying. And at this point, I'm getting used to it, because you know what? I'm not letting this person get under my skin like this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the third time this has happened, and I thought at the point I was getting into an altercation with that blue character that's not no longer on YouTube. Now this time it's the person who has hate that we all fell out. And they're just bringing all this Kool-Aid from last year. What has started since her plan failed.
What was her plan?
Was to get the best of Goddess and them. And, me being TNT's moderator and blocking all the girls. That's what she wanted. And for me to have a mature profile picture, because I would always have baby adorable images for my profile picture. And I would used to change my profile picture a lot. And she said, that's not how you're going to get a job. But you care. Like, you're just judgmental. Like, controlling me.
Right.
What I want her to do is to live her life and to leave me and everyone else the fuck alone. That's what I want. I'm sick of this shit. That's how I feel about her.
Let me ask you.
I had her best interest at heart. Huh?
I was going to ask you, what was the psychological effect that you experienced from this relationship?
Emotions, because they have, every time we argued, he would make me cry, and it pissed off one of my family members.
Did you have to seek any form of therapy because of this?
Yes, I did.
That's not a bad thing, though, right?
Right.
That's a good thing. I'm proud of you that you took that step.
Getting therapy, but you don't want that. Mm-mm.
See, this is the reason why, I wanted you to share how you felt, because I don't think people realize the effects of what, doxing and belittling someone, mentally and spiritually can have, the effects that it can have on a human being. Because they say, like, being online, it ain't nothing, but you had to seek therapy.
Yeah. Well, that's what I get for sending positivity to the wrong person or the wrong individual. And, you can't trust everyone on the internet, especially not reality. And, I had some regret. The only thing I didn't have regret was putting them on speakerphone, because I wanted somebody to be aware.
Now, you also remember the call that I had got that day about exposing Mona Symone. Do you remember my reaction?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
What was it, baby girl?
You did not want to, you know, give up the friendship with Mona. You did not. And, you know, what you told me or told her, you know, what she said, you know, that she was going to come to your house and, you know, do that to you. And kill is such a strong word.
Yes, it is.
It really is. And I think, was this before or after the April Fool's thing?
This was right. It was around the same. It was around the same time. You know, it was right. No, you know what? You're right, baby. It was right before, because the plan was already there. Must already have the plan already in motion, because as you know, she was watching. As she was a supporter of Mona, she was looking up her information, like putting together some type of file on her.
Right.
You know, for whatever reason she chose to do that.
Right.
It couldn't have been for any good. It just, you know, Mona wasn't. It wasn't like she couldn't reach out to Mona and have a discussion with her.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, they're gonna be a complete total snake to everyone, and behind their back, who they gonna say to such and such and air it out. Just be careful, y'all, not to, you know, don't take any offers to anyone who wants to sit there and take advantage of you. I mean, there were certain things that I did accept, but at the same time, I didn't want to look at that stuff anymore. And I just wanted to move on away from that person, or to not think about them when I was dealing with my own problems. I came back in October after, you know, just trying to stay away from that person. I feel like they were slick shading me the last time in Labor Day. After the last argument we had over about, you know, doing things on your own type of BS. I was like, you know, I'm not worried. But I was hanging out with one of my friends after that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, baby, keep trying so hard to get underneath my skin. But that's okay. Because, you know, my tree's still standing up.
Well, you made it. You know, you made it through. You know, I mean, and then that. I mean, I know that. I knew that had to be so heavy on you. You didn't want to, you know, be involved in that kind of stuff. It was like you got tangled up in a web.
Yeah.
You know, I know that this is I know a really huge web. Yeah. You know, I mean, to just have to hold all that information, knowing that people are falsely being accused of things they didn't do, and now there's this huge hate train.
Yeah, and I finally apologize for someone who ended up being falsely accused of something from an email from stealing other people's identities, which I should have known or realized. That's not normal. I was like, I feel like every time I end up somewhere hanging out with the wrong people, and they do garbage like this, but they want to sit up here and tell me, you know, I can't say this and that over the phone. But they're saying things like, you know, if one of my family members was gay, that I would, you know, hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And even too, at one point, didn't she even like Mona?
Yes.
That's why it's so mind-boggling to me. I mean, and Mona was falsely accused, like I said, of buying 1,000 dislikes for against Sweet Ma.
I remember that, and I was there, and she told me on the phone.
What was her purpose of doing that? Buying 1,000 dislikes on Sweet Ma's video.
At the time when we were on Mona's side.
Okay, so she did that to help Mona out, even though it didn't help.
Right.
What about the falsely accused of buying subscribers? Well, you know, like, you know, being.
I didn't even know some of those parts because I don't even have that much. So, you know, I know they buy them because they told me.
That they buy subscribers?
Yeah.
And likes and dislikes?
Yes.
So you know that I was accused of buying, well, you know, in cahoots, I guess. Well, Mona was accused of buying subscribers, likes, and dislikes.
Right.
Mona wasn't doing anything of that such.
Yeah. You did not deserve to be lied on like that.
Also, too, wasn't you were aware of people being told not to even follow me?
Oh, yes.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that, baby?
Not to hang out with this individual who at this point is coming out saying who they are. And acting like they're the victim all of a sudden. But they're trying to paint me as the bad guy now, so, you know, little old me don't give a shit about this person anymore.
Yeah, things ended up going way too far, but thank God they, you know, you were able to you know, step away from that and.
Yeah. So I feel like at this point they're trying to make me famous and important, and I'm not thinking about them like that.
Yeah.
I really am not. I mean, #unbothered, you know, grown enough to be my parent and acting like a fucking kid. But you tell me you want me to grow up, right? Make it make sense. A hypocrisy.
Right.
Now you have some people looking at me some sort of way.
And wasn't it supposed to be like black? And wasn't it supposed to be like black power and unity, but all this division?
Oh, and they're telling me these conspiracies like Obama is gay and Michelle's a man. And, you know, that was being said by Joan Rivers, or saying that John F. Kennedy is still alive. And, you know, all these, you know, these famous celebs who, you know, were these terrorists playing a role or something. And I'm like, what?
And what is?
And I don't know if they're a Trump supporter or not, because they try to, you know, tell me all this other stuff about, you know, fuck our people and just get everybody, get white folks money. And I'm like, no thanks. So that's how I feel. Like, and they like, I don't trust the contraceptive. I'm like, what?
Well, do you
Seriously.
What happened?
I mean, they have some good stuff. Like,
yeah, but I mean, there's good and bad, and there's good and bad in each, you know, in each niche, you know.
Yeah,
on
and
YouTube.
speaking their words into existence, because that's another thing that pissed off my parents. They want to literally
speaking a lot of negativity, yeah, and putting it out into the air
towards me, and they're apologizing for it. Just like they don't apologize for the things that they don't watch what they say about my family members. Love and affection, and calling it incest or something.
Oh yeah, about you said that it was your brother or something.
Debunking.
Oh yeah, your brother gave you a Zerbert, and she was trying to, in a sense, convince you that that was an incestual thing.
What she put it in her words.
Right, in her words, and not yours.
I wanted her to apologize. What she did was, what happened was, my parents told her, "Don't you make her cry." And after that, she hung up, told me she was crying. Didn't want to apologize. And she said, we should have discussed this privately. I don't want to get in the midst of this family drama, but I thought you wanted to be part of this family. Right?
Right.
Make it make sense. Like,
what did also too you had shared with me about what did you were you preview to in regards to 7 stars?
There was another thing. She done photoshopped her with the donkey image. Made a video troll page of her. She would give me to share the account with that. But yeah, did that to April Walker as well with that frog image. And took it off. Just like you tried to get me to do that IG page of Goddess. And, she didn't want him to get found out that it was there if it was either her or Raw that did it. And I got real suspicious, like, why are you so afraid? Like, after we fell out, I deleted the whole thing and just moved on.
The fake pages that were created for Goddess, you deleted those.
Yeah.
So in regards to, so 7 stars, do you know if 7 stars was her background pulled too?
Just MySpace talking about her weight loss and all. That was at the time when we were in somebody else's chat that used to roast and gag her last year.
Okay. Well, like I said, baby girl, I'm sorry that you had to experience this, and you just stay positive,
Yes, ma'am.
and hopefully, this doxing and all this other stuff will come to an end.
Right.
I'm really proud of you though that you got there, because in Black families sometimes it's hard for us to seek therapy because it's not the style of the African American family.
Right.
And you're not alone. Don't ever do anything, have anybody push you to do something that you don't want to do. That's right.
And they'll say things, when they tell you this other person is jealous, you don't know that. And they probably hiding something from you, just like I was talked behind my back and want to Rob told me, that person was telling them all my business on the phone, and they didn't want me to know why, or, we had an argument about her. And wondering why I couldn't call her, and they said business purposes only. I didn't want to do business with these people. Why would I want somebody to hire me who talks down to me and cuss me out a lot?
Right.
I don't want nobody, I didn't screw you first. I don't want you hiring me. No way.
Right. And that's involved in, doxing people.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? Knowing that,
Bad.
It made you feel bad, huh?
Emotional, shitty, that type. That's how I felt. Like they wanted me all to themselves. Isolated. Like Rapunzel and the Wicked Witch of the West. Okay? I was Rapunzel. She was the witch. I was Snow White. He was evil queen. Okay? That's how I felt.
Wow, and so you said the people that were involved with Tried and True were very aware of what she was doing.
Yes. And it was all fact.
Because she wanted to run these.
Every time I was sending a message to somebody, and she would tell me to stop sending them stuff, and their business number. And, I was like, I just wanted to make friends. Like,
Right. You just wanted to make friends. You didn't want to be a YouTube informant.
oh.
Mm-mm.
And then they would tell me, I'm going to be fat like God. And, that I live with, that crazy world, live with her mother, and don't end up like her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
And she hates being criticized by her intelligence. And she gets easily mad by that. But you can criticize everybody else's life. Nobody's perfect. And she don't like being corrected either. Oh, but you don't correct me. Did you think you know everything? Yeah, that culture stuff is good. Culture food. The health.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to take advice from someone that's ripping you apart all at the same time.
Well, in some cases they think you use black seed oil and it's supposed to help your body, your stomach, whatever. The stuff they gave me that double good popcorn, the black version of Ariel and Little Mermaid, and those vintage dolls I didn't even ask for, but they was trying to teach me the ways of economics.
So you think the
old dolls get expensive.
Do you think that the gifts and stuff that were purchased for you was another way to have some type of control over you?
Probably so, because my family thought so. I really didn't want to give up that friendship, but I did. So once they called me, saying that I was a problem and say that I was, this is how I cut motherfuckers off, and they called me a motherfucker. I was wanted to go off on this woman. after that, that was the only time we called. Telling me I need to go to the library and read a book, and that's how I'm going to become a CEO.
So it was like, tell you something good and then tell you something bad.
Yeah, let me know if you want to talk about business. That's all she wants to talk about. And because they got mad with me over what I said about their friend's age. That's what that was about. Because they think highly of the generation. Want to live around my grandparents' years, wishing they, like the 1930s and 40s and 50s, whatever. I was like, we need to talk about other stuff than just everything old. There's nothing wrong with that, but they talk about it all the time, and it gets annoying, and then they tell me, the stuff that I wear is so immature, and it looks like Halloween clothes. It's like everyday faces on the weekend. I don't wear it every day.
Well, I mean, it's obvious.
Can come to me, and
there's an obvious age difference between the both. There's an obvious age difference between the both of you. So, of course, you were gonna have the desire to do things that younger people do. So, to establish a relationship with someone so young and impressionable, I don't see what she was supposed to feed you with wisdom and knowledge, not beat you down.
Encouragement and compliment. I was like, I complimented her on a lot of her stuff. Makeup. How she always talks about how she's building a house. Always talking about.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing that she built her own house. That's why I was like, use your fruits of your labor for positivity. Like you could really teach, the women some really strong things.
Like I told her, not everybody's going to be her. Not everybody's going to think like her. And then, she talked about how this is how I was raised.
Well, now a lot of people think that doxxing is the next best thing to be a content creator. People's lives are being destroyed.
I experienced that, and it's nothing new. I don't understand. I mean, it's nobody's business. It's not. It's getting off out of hand. It really is. It's annoying at this point. Playing a dangerous game.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous game. Yeah. It's not a game, though. Not playing with people's lives. Digging ditches for people and trying to throw them in there.
Like a scandal.
I really do think that it's just a very just a dark demonic spirit that has affected people on here.
It has. I know that I just want them to move on and leave me the fuck alone. That's it. I'm not thinking about them like that. I try to be nice, saying positive things to them and, a certain individual panel. Nothing to solve anything because they're slandering my name towards people in text messages and everything now and acting like goody two-shoes. Like, what kind of game are you playing?
Well, we definitely can't control what somebody else does.
They don't know how to talk to people anyway. When it comes to private phone calls.
Well, hopefully, try to think positive that you know, people can take a learn a lesson out this book. You know, be careful who you engage with on YouTube, and establish, you know, who you establish relationships with, because some people will, you know, come in and act like they want to, you know, will be there for you financially just to gain personal information on you, to expose you as a form of content on YouTube. There are so many different things that we can discuss and find ways of being entertaining without ripping one's life apart, shaming someone, because it creates an environment of gang stalking. Because now you got a whole bunch of people dealing with depression and undiagnosed mental illnesses. They couldn't cuss nobody out in their real life, so they come on here and want to attack and hurt people.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, for the young people, do you have anything that you would like to say?
Please be careful. Don't take candy from a stranger. This is like taking candy from a stranger. Don't take anything from strangers. Don't let them give you offers. None of that.
And you too were didn't you say also that you were doxxed too as well?
Oh, she told me that, and she couldn't find nothing on me.
This doxing has to stop. YouTube needs to take responsibility for this for these YouTube platforms and start terminating channels.
Never take anyone's kindness for weakness either, because that's exactly what that person did. They noticed I was too nice, and I trusted easily. So please be careful.
Well, I appreciate you calling in. Is there anything else that you would like to say?
No, not really. No, I have enough. Shit, I tried to take a break and nothing solved anything. I just plan on video games, not thinking about these people. My name brought up. This is some BS. I didn't do anything to anyone this year. This is 2020, now 2019. Let it go, let it go.
Sing it, baby.
Let it go. Why are you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know. It's clearly you're upset with me. Oh, whoa.
Hey.
First time I girl that you didn't impress, no man on earth does something that best. Hey, sound better than Sexy Queen.
We gonna have to do some. Okay, we gonna have to do some karaoke. You could carry a tune. You could do some mashup videos singing like that. Why you so obsessed with me? I mean, I just don't seem to understand why, you know, somebody would go on a campaign to try to get another, you know, to get content creators to, and subscribers to stop supporting and watching, you know, someone else. Why? You know, I know when you had told me, you was like, I don't, like you were afraid, like they didn't want you to come over to my channel.
Oh, yeah. You exactly right.
You know, you didn't have to tell me that. I mean, how, you know, I'm like, you was dealing with me first.
This was before after I didn't know what club chat was at all. That's when everything fell apart. So, yeah.
Well, it's still just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, it is.
Now, for all of y'all out there that's listening, please thumbs up this video, like, share, and subscribe. And please don't go out doxing nobody. I know I keep saying that, but don't do that. Test your gangster, okay? You can provide content without doxing and hurting people. You don't know what people could be going through in their personal lives. You know, they could be dealing with some serious issues, or you end up doxing the wrong person and end up, you know, or sending the police to people's houses, like swatting and all this other stuff. It's just crazy.
Exactly. I totally agree.
You see people get their kids and stuff taken away.
Yeah.
That's just wrong.
That's wrong. Exactly wrong. I mean, mind your own business. It's none of our business what someone is going through. I mean, usually if there's somebody next to a neighborhood that would let them know to the police or whatever, let them handle it.
Right. Let their community handle it.
Yeah.
Wow. To just have to sit with all that, you know, knowing all that negativity and stuff was going on all that time.
Right.
I'm just glad that.
And I haven't been nowhere near much, you know, close to Rita like that because I didn't have her phone number.
Right.
I was watching her, but, you know, at this point, I don't watch her anymore. I haven't been watching her since, you know, last summer. Where everything was just chaos.
Yeah.
This is team too much.
Well, like I said, I'm just glad that, you know, you moved on and you were able to express, you know, express how you feel, because I know you were tired of being mentioned and stuff like that. And I just wanted you to be able to have a voice.
I'm not fucking with these folks like that anymore. I was like, you got me in the middle of it. Because you snatched me up. I was no longer a mod for guys at the time, and now I got her mod stick back. And I think that's the problem. They're pressed.
Mm-hmm.
They are pressed that I came back to them. If once I fall out with a person,
you have a right to be friends with whoever you choose to be friends with.
Not talk to me anymore, and they can stay mad. Like they all hurt. They all hurt. Guess what? They hurt me, and they don't care. They don't care. They care about nobody but themselves. Okay. And so much hypocrisy going on. I can't even put words in my mouth what they were doing to other people behind the scenes in a different manner because they didn't show me any dirty pictures or sex objects, whatever they were doing. I thought they said they hated gay. Make it make sense. Because I can't take them seriously anymore.
Well, you know, you have a right to be friends with whoever you choose to be friends with.
Right. But at the same time, I was disappointed because they will always try to sit up there and say, I better not wear any tight shorts. Like they were my parents or something.
Mm-hmm.
Made them think, you know, make me feel some type of way about them now. Why they talking about sexual predators?
That seems to be a thing on here. People being called sexual predators. Like in 2018, everybody was narcissists.
Yeah.
Now everybody's, you know, a pedophile.
Yeah.
Like a relationship between
the men being you got some women like that too.
You got good and evil in both sexes. It don't matter if it's male or female.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
I mean, just trying to
I'm
make
like, I'm so glad she didn't show me nothing like that. 'Cause I would be mad. I'd be mad. So, you know, they're telling me about dress code, but no, hypocrite. I swear, I said, if I said something, Patsy Lucky, you know, when he get mad every time when he plays Rose the Mom. I like when he says, fuck it. Yep.
Well, like I said, baby, you try your you know, just don't ever let nobody, you know, because this could have turned out bad. I mean, really, really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already bad. I mean, it could be even worse. Somebody could have end up getting injured.
Out there, like, for real, like they're doing it to each other at the same time. It's happening to everyone. Just about. And you know, and this person thought they could clutch my phone while somebody is asking me, you know, I heard on the word on the street that you're a troll. You know, it's the third time this has been mentioned. I didn't do anything. Somebody is posing as me. It's hilarious. They're immature. I'm doing me. Okay?
Right.
Not worried about you. But just like you tell me to grow the fuck up, you grow up. I know your tactics.
Well, that's the way you run these YouTube streets, ain't it?
Oh, yeah. That, in her own words.
I'm just shocked about how many people are, you know, was involved.
Yeah. Before the Mona era, like Tracy said. Yeah.
Wow.
That is how we met. Also. At the end of the day, I met her through God. Yeah.
Well, thank you, baby, for calling in. I'll talk to you. I love you. You get you some rest.
I love you too. And take care.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
You too. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye, babe. Well, there it is. So what we discussed today is this, Lord. Whew. Y'all stop with that doxing, man. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Remember, through God, all things are possible to those who believe, as long as you're willing to receive what God has for you. Be a blessing and not a curse. Every time you think about doxing, go to church.
gotta do. Always moving forward, always on the go. I hope you take a moment to take it slow. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Baby, take a break. It'll be okay. Let me be the one to ease your pain. No, sometimes that it doesn't make sense. It's even harder to comprehend. It's a long night to say goodbye, then hello. We came here from nowhere, going towards the unknown. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Baby, take a break. It'll be okay. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Let me be the one to ease your pain. Baby, take a break.